Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I kind of should have not trusted the clock on the computer because I did, and it was very accurate. Uh, it was about 2 minutes behind. I'm like, oh, I got 2 minutes. And I look at the phone. I'm like, oh, shit. That isn't accurate at all. Let me turn the phone off so I don't get interrupted. Welcome in, everybody. This will be your specific messages, all signs. All right. Let me just turn this shit down. How is everybody out there? It's going to take a minute for people to even probably get notified, or if they did, they're probably like, well, where is he? He's not out here. All right, turn that off, turn that off. Silence, leave me alone. There we go. That's going to be much better. Okay. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. I changed a setting too. You should get less ads. I don't know how many ads show up for you guys if you don't have YouTube Premium, but you should get less ads. I put it to like the most conservative version you can have it at. It's actually what it's called, conservative. I'm gonna open this new tarot deck, and we're gonna have some fun. Welcome in, Queen Bee. Hello, Decipher. Welcome in, both of you. All right. Got so much cellophane everywhere from opening tarot decks. I just got to start picking up this office. Wow. How you doing? My favorite tarot reader. What's going on? All right, here we go. I'm good. I hope you are good too. Let's do this. All right. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle these before I start with them. They're smaller and thin, but I didn't pay a lot for these, so what do you expect? You know what I mean? The other one's gonna be a little more fun, I think, to you. They're colorful, but I like this. I like larger tarot decks, to be honest with you. Hello, Breezy. Hello, Divine Empathetic Clairvoyance Tarot. Welcome in, Heather. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. Here we go. All right. What are the specific messages going to be? It's good to see everybody. Thank you all for being here. Okay. What are the specific messages going to be? I wonder what's going to come out. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. All right, we're going to go. It's just simple. I'm going to stay with the standard original order. We'll start with Aries. Here we go. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Aries? Aries has a message. You guys start out with a message where it's almost, I get the energy where anything of the past, especially in relationships, whether they were in love or you were trying to work on them, or some of you, it's like whether it was love situations that you moved. Some of you, you're all set, you're done. You don't care about moving forward anymore. You've let that ending happen. You've moved to the kind of like an acceptance energy. While other Aries, it's a little different. Some of you Aries, it looks as if the past, the love situations, what you've moved towards and what you've experienced, clarify it. It wore out its time or your patience. It wore out your time. You weren't wanting to fight with it. You give me this. I didn't want to fight with it. It was okay to like let it be all done. Ace of Cups reversed. Let it end. It's almost like you were like, nah, I'm not with this. Some of you, it was like it became unfascinating or boring, like boring kind of energy. Some of you, you just didn't click. Hold on a second. When it came to communication, what happened? It was more of like a fascination or an imagination. And that's why things changed, or why you might have decided, I might try offering my cup somewhere else, or I might become distant for whatever this is about. You guys probably didn't live all that close together. Something about you, I feel like some of you guys talked to move towards each other, or were talking about it, or some of you did, some of you just talked about it. But it's more or less, where did it go? It kind of ran its course of time, or it was almost like, I get the energy where it just fizzled out, like the excitement faded. It just didn't balance out. Maybe it's because the lack of communication or showing up for each other emotionally. I think it's a little bit of both. I'm going to tell you, it's probably a little bit of both for you. Your specific message. Let's see where this goes. Welcome in, Monica. Let's see where this goes. Show me something else for Aries. The specific message for Aries. What does Aries need to see right now? What is their specific message? You don't talk to them. You fucking know who it is too, because you don't talk to them. This could be, for some of you, I'm picking up, this happened to you multiple times. Like, it ain't like, it's not your first rodeo type bullshit energy. That seesaw happens too many times. There's two of Pentacles. Has it happened more than once? Maybe. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. What are you trying to work towards? What's this working card all about? What is Aries trying to work or build towards? Trust. It's about trust. It's about trusting. I feel like it's trusting. Some of you, it's going to be the judgment or new beginnings kind of is what I'm picking up for you. Hold on. Show me something for Aries. Trusting, letting go, and not being stuck on endings or being emotionally attached to things that didn't fight or show you the attention you were looking for, Aries. Something wasn't showing Aries the attention they were looking for in love. It wasn't moving the way they liked. So Aries was like, fuck that. It's part of my past now. This is kind of how you come off towards it. I feel like you felt like, nah, I don't trust this shit. I don't trust this situation. I don't want growth in this situation. And I feel like I feel like you just became at a distance and unexcited or felt like it wasn't showing enough purpose or value. So you want a brand new beginning. I don't feel like you would accept that love offer again. And I think you know this. I think you've dealt with this person. If they came rushing towards you and they were like willing to see if you take the risks, I don't think you'd be open to it. I think if they came with a cup or an offering, you'd be like, no, I'm better off by my fucking self. You know what? I don't want to celebrate with you. I don't want to go. It's almost like I've accepted the endings of this situation. Like I feel like Aries is like, I'm over it and I'm not going to be stressed about that shit. I want a brand new love offer to come towards me, is what you're coming up with. You might have given a lot of thought about this. Some of you, it's with an air sign or a fire sign, by the way, whatever the fuck that's about. You left it in the cold and you want nothing but change. I feel like an investment you were thinking of having, it just didn't pan out, or it faded away. It faded away or it became at a distance. And you're very aware of this. There's no way you wouldn't be, because it's what it's telling me is what happened to you, or happened to the both of you in the situation. I don't feel like it was just one of you not talking. I feel like you both of you bitches went silent. I'm going to tell you, both you bitches went silent on each other. Whatever sign they are, air sign, water sign, fire sign, earth sign, whatever. Let's see what else we get for Aries, the specific message. What is the specific message for Aries? You have a lot of work energy, a lot of work or forward growth. A lot of you... Clarify where you're going with this for Aries. Ooh, I want to give them all to you. So you have a lot of work that you're going to try to focus on, but you're also kind of attached to an energy of having, this gives me like pleasurable fun energy. You want pleasurable fun energy. If you said you didn't want it, you're full of shit. Because the Tower card, the Star card, the Page of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups. It's almost like you want somebody to, I don't know if the words chase or just be physical with you, but I feel like your heart's in that direction, focusing on that direction. Go to the bottom. That's the way you want things to, and you know you should trust it or move towards this, because it's what you want at the end of the day. You want to be loved. You want somebody to love you, and you want to be loved. And I think you're very aware of this right now. Oh, holy shit. As I say that, the Moon card, you know that you want that to become the happiness or the outcome for you. It's almost like this is the beginning you're looking for to build. This is what I see for Aries so far. I'm going to pick them up and do it again. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Aries. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Gangsta Mom. Welcome in. Show me something specifically for the zodiac sign of Aries. What is the message Aries needs to see? Whether they're a woman or a male, let's see what we get here. Show me what. Oh, it's probably reversed. It is. You don't want to be upset. I think I read this for you a while back. You're not trying to be emotionally upset. I almost get when it comes to your heart, you'll look away, but you also give me the energy that you want to move forward with passion or be desired. You give me this, I need to be appreciated by somebody energy. Whatever your fucking sex is, you come off like, bitch, look at me kind of energy. You do. And you know that's how you're looking at what you trust or what you feel. And Aries, now here you are. I feel like You give me the things that you've wanted to see as of growth with relationships. You have this like they've dropped off, or they've dissipated, disappeared. They've just vanished away, or they've gone away, and now I want it to focus on me again. Energy. You have this. I want to be the focus. Energy. What is it? Yeah. Okay. You want somebody to be emotionally available, and you want to be emotionally available for somebody with communication. The thing I'm wondering is, it's almost like I feel like you're fascinated with playing with the idea. You may be worried about the outcome, though. Something about you could be worried about the outcome, or if you're better off alone versus investing with somebody and just investing in your own direction and not looking towards an investment that could be like everything that you want, like the Queen and the King of Pentacles, getting the truth and clarity. You may be having a hard time to make that decision. Some of you are having a hard time to decide whether you want to move forward in a relationship or be on your own. And you can't fucking say you're not, because you are. I guarantee you are. And what's crazy is it feels like it don't matter if you're a woman or a dude. I feel like you're both doing that shit. Okay. Here we go. All right. Anything else for the zodiac sign of Aries? Anything else that needs to be said? The Chariot. Ooh, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Some of you guys are going to try to get out more. Some of you guys are going to start getting out more or doing more. I feel like that's to help preoccupy your mind. You're definitely going to get out more. You start with the Chariot, and then on the other side of the other four, you have the Eight of Wands. It's moving. Whether it's towards celebration events, it's almost like, I feel like you've been teetering the idea of doing it. You just haven't done it. Some of you also may decide to explore places you haven't been. Somewhere new, that you visit somewhere new in the world you haven't been, or it's going to be on your mind. There's no mind cards here, but I'm feeling like that's what you want. Maybe a vacation, maybe to go abroad, some bullshit like that. I feel like it's all about finding the investment or starting it. Something about starting it, or it's somebody could be a little bit. I get a nervous energy on here. Death, Sun, Tower. Somebody could be nervous about starting it, or feel like they don't know if they're making the right decision. They may not trust the bullshit, or if they should put the work towards doing that. The Wheel of Fortune, Balance, and Judgment. I would tell you, what are you waiting for? I don't feel like you should be waiting for anything. I think you're aware that you have been waiting. The only thing I feel like you've been preoccupiedly hoping for changes with outside of that is love. Some of you want to travel, it's telling me, but others of you, it's like love is the other thing that just you can't get off. You can't push it aside. You can't. It's telling me you can't push this aside. And it's also definitely telling me, some of you, if this makes any sense, you may have had a hard time with either a fire sign or a water sign. Definitely fire or water so far. Some of you guys could in the future connect with a water sign too. Some of you Aries could end up connecting with a water sign. I'm going to put that out there too. Some of you guys could end up connecting with a water sign. It could actually be something, somebody could be emotionally want to invest in you. A water sign, it's crazy. It's on the opposite side that I was pulling from. A bunch of water, the star, and a lot of emotions and passion. A lot of strong passion. Holy shit. What? I don't feel like you've discovered it, though. I don't think you've come across this yet. I feel like you're still... The communication, I feel like it hasn't shown up yet, but I feel like there'll be good or strong communication between the two of you. Whatever zodiac sign you start dealing with. Next. As long as you guys stay committed to putting in and rushing towards the work of communicating, it should be a good new beginning for you. A strong new beginning. Don't think too much about what's going to happen. Enjoy what is happening. Somebody, when they get into this shit, they're going to need to understand that. Don't think about what could happen or coulda, shoulda, woulda, or what might be like that in the future. Think about what's happening in the now, because I feel like that's the message they're going to need to focus on when they reach this person. When you reach this individual, don't get ahead of yourself, because I feel like if you do that, you're going to regret it. I'm just putting that out there for Aries. It's kind of different. I don't know if I want to do any more for Aries or just move on. I don't think I'm going to do 3 tarot decks. I'll do a little bit more out of this one and move on. I want to, but I'm not going to. Okay. So what it's telling me for the majority Aries out there, what's been hard for Aries is the distance. I'm going to explain the distance in a minute, but it's the Magician and the Death. It's starting fresh, trusting to start fresh and staying at a distance from it. Why does it start good and go to shit? It tells me it starts off like fucking hot and heavy, strong, beautiful, engaging. One like makes the other like, or meets. It's like you guys start to meet each other halfway, but then somebody drops off or doesn't trust the investment at all, or emotionally closes down. Somebody could be afraid to get heartbroken or afraid of the outcome of being happy. And I feel like they don't want to. It's almost like they don't want to believe this, whether it's the Aries or the crosswatcher you deal with. Whether you deal with somebody like this or this is how you carry relationships. What? Somebody's lack of trusting, like it playing with something to work out or stand the test of time. Somebody's afraid of it. This is I'm afraid of it, and I need to learn how to trust it. I need to know how to manifest it. I need to discover how to do this, how to develop that independent energy with another. I need to become strong. I feel like the key is you're not supposed to stress about the things or the little things. You're just supposed to put the work and move towards it and be emotionally available and receptive. And communication's always a smart part too. If you let that fall off, what do you got? Some of you guys may have had to say goodbye to an air sign or a Capricorn, whatever that's about as well for the zodiac sign of Aries. That's what I have for Aries. All right. We're going to move on to Taurus. All right. Hey, Jill. Hey, CJ. What's going on, Joe? All right. What do we got for Taurus? I honestly didn't think it was going to be cold down here. It's like 70 degrees outside. My lower level house, my basement, because this is where my office is in the basement, it fucking stays like goddamn Christmas cold. Like, this is crazy. I don't want to put the heat on because I like having a low heat bill. And it's like the first one in months, like more than half a year. So I'm like, no, fuck that. My hands are fucking cold. I do have the window open because I was like, I'm going to smoke and I want the smoke to go out. But I'm surprised that it's so nice. Like I could be in a t-shirt outside and it's just easy. Like yesterday, I took my kid to the playground, right? And it was like 56 degrees and everybody's all bundled up in like fucking like jackets down to like their knees, like the women with their kids and shit in sweaters. And I'm in a fucking t-shirt. My kid's in a long sleeve and it's windy as fuck. And I'm like, man, I definitely underdressed for this. I kind of jumped the gun on this. Today's definitely t-shirt weather. 72 fucking degrees. I was just out there like, wow, sweater. I just left from doing errands and I'm like, this sweater is too fucking hot. I get down here thinking, oh, I just wear the red t-shirt. I'm glad I didn't because I would be freezing down here. Here we go. Taurus. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Specific message for Taurus. Why is that the first card out? Well, they're coming out like fucking hotcakes for you. All right. Why is that like that? Clarify those first 3 cards for Taurus. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Whoever you dealt with, I do feel like this is I'm starting with a lady's message. Whoever you used to communicate or you were attached to, now this is where the male shows up, the male energy with the Hangman reverse, the Emperor, and the Wheel. This just gives me like I've completed it or I've accepted it. Like you've accepted the endings or that things may not have worked out. Kind of almost like I have truth and clarity that the decisions needed to be had. What's going on emotionally? I feel like emotionally you're trying to stay very independent. Very independent. Work may be something you focus on a lot or think about a lot right now. Some of you also may be thinking about changing direction with work. If you haven't already done that in the previous like month or 2 or 3, you may start doing that. Here we go. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Taurus. This way. Ooh. Clarify these two. I want to see what it says for you. Show me the message for Taurus. Zodiac sign of Taurus. Specific message on those two cards. I'm like, okay, somebody may come in. You may have somebody that comes. You're either gonna. There's an attachment energy coming towards you. There's an attachment energy either you're gonna go towards or that wants to come towards you. Somebody wants to offer some emotions or some emotional energy towards you. Someone's gonna be attracted to you, or vice versa. Hold up. What is this all about? Somebody's going to want to work with you. Why is that upright, though? You have the 10 of Cups, and you have the 6 of Coins upright. Holy shit. I'm done. Somebody wants to work with Taurus. Somebody wants to come towards you or is going to be looking for... Somebody's going to be looking... You won't be looking mighty fine to somebody, Taurus. Oh, shit. Someone's going to be looking at you. They're going to be all up in that shit. It's weird, though, because without the tarot, psychically, what I'm picking up for you, they're going to be more into you than you're into them. Why the fuck was I getting that while I was reading this and holding back telling you that? Why was I getting that? Now, if you're a Taurus woman, and that kind of makes sense with you right now, you're probably like, holy shit, how would he know that? You may not really feel like you can trust any emotional investment right now, or sure if you want to work with it. I feel like she's not sure if she wants to do that right now. Or if it's worth the emotional baggage that's going towards it. Clarify off the bottom with 4. Something's coming towards you. You'll notice it. You may not be that intrigued by it, though. I don't feel like whatever wants to come towards you that you're aware of, you may not be that intrigued. It may not blow you away. I'm sorry. It just may not fucking blow you away. You may be like, what the fuck is this? And do I fucking want this kind of energy? Your reading's like I'm so unsatisfied with what I could be satisfied with reading. Like, what is that about when it comes to somebody else? Okay, clarify that. Oh my Lord, you got a bunch at once. I'm checking them out. You're not going to want to, it's telling me you're like, you give me I'm on the fence about if I would let this person pull my pants down, like energy. You're like, I don't think I would do this shit. This person wants to come towards you though. Temperance. It's almost, this just makes me feel like it hasn't shown up yet. Or the investment hasn't gone that far. Something about the investment hasn't shown up yet. They want the investment with you, but when I come across how you feel, it's like, no. I feel like you're more invested. It's almost like you're more investing in in yourself more than anything right now. The change that this person could bring, it doesn't make you really excited. I don't feel excitement in you towards this individual. I don't understand why. So we're going to clarify why. I'm going to pick them all up. Why not? Let's do this. Oh, shit. All right. We're going to go to the shuffle. I wasn't going to do that with these, but we're going to do it. I'm going to give you one of them. Mix them up nice and good. Show me something for Taurus. Give me some clarification on anything I just said. Taurus. Wow. So, new beginnings or risks. Look at this card got stuck. Like I have this thing that my microphone sits on. It literally wedged itself in and like hung in suspense in air. You'll have truth and clarity. What might you have truth and clarity on? That you just don't really care to invest. Maybe that I don't feel like you trust it. It's easy to look away, or you don't trust it. You don't trust it, or it doesn't fascinate. It doesn't tickle your fancy kind of energy. Like you're like, no, Maybe you think they're ugly or something. I really don't get this, or just I don't find you attracted to this to the situation or the person. No, you keep getting. I'm more staying focused on what I want than focusing on what somebody else wants. What the hell? Jump. Gotta jump. You are. You're struggling though. Oh, I hate when the secrets come out. You are struggling to not like open up towards love. Because it's almost like your imagination knows you want communication or commitment. You're emotionally wanting you value the understanding of having it, but you're not really committing to making time for it. Why? What do you like? Why is your reading so fucking weird? All right, let's go to the other tarot, because this is what it's telling me, and it's kind of driving me bonkers. Because I'm like, what the fuck do I do with that? Like, what am I can only read so much into the tarot, but what it's going to say. Here we go. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Taurus, please. Why is this the first card out? Come on. So either you dealt with a fire sign, maybe an air sign, or another earth sign. But whatever you dealt with in the past, I don't feel like it's made you really that. It almost makes me feel like I don't want to do it again. You give me this, I don't want to do it again energy. Or you also give me this, I might not be looking for it energy. Why do I feel like you're not even looking for it, or it doesn't, it's like I don't care. Why do you come off? So you come off emotionally and mentally like you do care, but on a physical practical, like if somebody was physically in front of you, they wouldn't be able to read that you care because you have that shield up kind of. What? Here we go. King of Cups. Why is that here first? What's going on? Why is that the next card? You give me an energy. I get this. You give me a strong energy. It's like you don't want to move towards anybody. You don't want to build with anybody because it's like you come off like I don't want to fucking commit unless the commitment is going to make sense or be there forever kind of energy. You're like emotionally, I'm done. I'm done with all the problems, the burdens. I would like to move towards victories. I'd like to, I would like the world. I'd just meet me halfway. I'm tired of completions, endings, temperance and devil. I'm sick of all the dumb little things or all the mishaps that happen in relationships that make it to where we fall out of love or we don't trust each other, or we become wondering what happened, why it all had to stop, why we stopped fighting or making decisions to work at the. It's almost like you've become aligned with being okay of separation. You give me like you don't give me separation anxiety. You give me like if it doesn't invest in me and in you fully 100%, you're not going to invest back. You're not going to put the work in or even look at it. And you give me this I don't care energy. And you probably are very, very open to knowing that about yourself right now. It's probably one of your strengths right now, to be honest with you. It's either the strength or the aura you like present. What? Here we go. You have a I don't give a shit. Whoa, why is this here though? Why is that the next card out? Someone's coming towards you to talk to you. Something that I don't think you expected. I feel like something you didn't see coming towards you is going to show up. Right now, it's telling me for you, it could definitely be a water sign, earth sign, earth, or fire sign. That's all that's here. Water, earth, and fire. How will Taurus go towards this? Some of you may commit towards this. Some of you might give it a chance. Some of you might go towards the celebration. While others of you may feel like you need not to focus on it. You need to work on other things that make sense, that bring in happiness. Some of you are just going to be happy on your own. Some of you, it's like, nope, fuck a relationship. I'm happy on my own. While others of you might give the chance of balancing out a situation towards love. Now, if you haven't fought towards love for a while, you may be the one that tries to manifest moving towards it. And if you've been the person who hasn't really put any focus or wanted to focus on love or play with it, it's It's because you're going to work on the things that you're passionate about at this time. That's what you'll focus on. While the other person who's waited for that, like that guy, that woman, they're going to focus on recognizing I should focus on that guy or that woman. Both cards came out, male, woman, emperor, the empress. That's pretty ironic. Communication's coming for some Tauruses out there. You're going to get communication. Some of you won't. Somebody could try to reach out towards you. Some of you, if they try to reach out, they can't. This straight up tells me if somebody from the past tries to reach out, they can't. While that happens, whether you know they tried or whatever, it looks like something else passionate is trying to communicate towards you. And you might have to think about if you want to work with it or go towards it. For some of you, it's a love offer. Some of you Tauruses have a love offer coming towards you. You have a love reading. Your reading is like, I don't care how busy you are with yourself. If you're willing to go towards the investment, it's going to show up. And it's probably going to show up sometime. For it to show me that much love energy for you, it's probably going to be sometime throughout this year. Anything else for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Anything else for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Why? Ooh, this feels really weird. Like, I don't even like saying this. I really don't like. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say what I gotta say. They're gonna be some. Oh hell no! You're not gonna be stuck on any bullshit. No. You won't tolerate. Okay. So what it shows me on the table, if some of you go towards a person and there are little hiccups in the beginning that there are small, it may be enough for you not to want to invest. It may just make you feel like you need to rush away from not take the offer, move away from it, be at a distance with it, stay at a distance. I'm reading the second row. I'm not even showing you the top. Not communicate with it. Page of Swords reversed. Leave it behind. Not accept the love offer. Not be stuck about going towards it. So if you like, I hate to say this because it's how I feel, but it's almost like if somebody screws up too fast, you're like, see you later, real quick. But because you start out with the 10 of Pentacles reverse with growth, the passion card, maybe having a little bit of sexual desire or wanting to trust, going towards it with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. But emotionally, when it comes to taking the risks, if it gives you a headache or it upsets you too early on, you leave it alone. You leave it alone. I almost feel like you don't feel like it's the right investment. You do not feel like it's the right investment at all. Look at 4 investment cards in reverse. Fuck that. You're like, nope, I don't want to do it. It's almost like I don't want to be upset. Let's see what we get. I won't play with it. Knight of Wands reversed. The Emperor reversed. You'll say no or you'll back away. You give me, I'll back away. I'll leave that shit in the cold faster than it can come towards me energy. Because it didn't give you what you were looking for. And it's manifesting balance. It's manifesting balance. All right. So that's what I have for Taurus. Now, only take what resonates. If it resonates, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. All right. I appreciate that. Here we go. All right. Let's do it. Cancer's energy. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Specific message for Cancer. What do you got for them? What do you need to show for them? What's the message for Cancer? Zodiac sign of Cancer. I love when it flips over. Okay. Why, and why? Okay. You're staying away from situations that upset you or that made you feel like it just felt too heavy. Anything that felt too heavy, Cancer's not having. You are not with that right now. You're not having that. You're looking away from it. You might like being single at this time, or you might be ready to expand letting go of things that upset you. Some of you, you've already done that. It's giving me the energy. Anything that kept you stuck or emotionally made you feel drained or stopped, you're not worried about that at this time. The celebrations. What's going on emotionally? Emotionally, I feel like you're ready for communication. You give me this with these two cards that came out, whatever's been done that upsets you. Oh, I skipped Gemini. I always skip Gemini. Thank you, Casey. Shit. Cancer, you get to go first. Gemini's next. I always skip Gemini. I never think of Gemini. I always jump right into water signs after fire and earth. I don't know why I always get you, Gemini. One of these days I'm gonna skip Leo. I've probably done it and just don't remember. Here we go. All right. So what's going on? Ooh, there's a secret message. It's not really a secret. I think it's exposed. I get this. It's already been exposed. It's already been told energy. Some of you Cancers recognized you were working with somebody. They were in your home or you were in their home. And I feel like it came to a decision of recognizing you couldn't trust a person. There's a lack of trust here. I do feel like that's behind you. That did want to show up. I do feel like you're trying to manifest a brand new outcome and trust the fuck out of it. I feel like Cancers are ready to start brand new. Cancer, you're like, I want a brand new slate, a brand new person. Give me some dinner. Give me some new kicks. You know, some of you could be buying new things too. Spending money on new stuff I'm picking up. Whether it's clothes, something that you like. Some of you guys might have had a hard time believing you were ready to start over. It was easy not to communicate or work with anybody. Some of you might have had a hard time recognizing, like, some of you kind of knew what you were doing is what it's telling me. Like, you knew you weren't trying to start again. You weren't communicating. You weren't playing with it. You lost patience with it. You knew what the fuck you were doing. You kept it at a fucking distance. You weren't about it. You're like, fuck that, I'm not about it. And I feel like over time, you recognize I can't stay at a distance with it. I just get this. I can't stay at a distance with that because I want to be happy. You come off with a 10. You stayed at the third time it showed it to me. And it was a card under the card I decided to take off the top. Third time it showed it. You stayed at a distance with shit when inevitably you knew what you wanted to be close to. You knew what you wanted to be close to. But it almost makes me feel like all the behavior patterns of people made you disgusted. You come off like I got so fucking disgusted with shit. Here we go. So I moved away from it. And I thought about it a lot and recognized I'm not going to. Some of you weren't. I get this, like I wouldn't salvage it. I wasn't going to salvage it. I wasn't going to lose my peace of mind or be anxiety ridden over situation. Some of you also felt like it wasn't fighting for you or wasn't emotionally available or it wasn't telling you everything. But it wasn't letting you know everything that you should know. And I feel like that's how it became easy for you to kind of like let it go. You give me this, I had to let it go energy. It wasn't playing the way I wanted it to play. I had to make a decision. Emotionally, it didn't feel like I could trust being happy here. I didn't know if I could trust it or if it was worth even going towards it anymore. So I stayed away from it. I didn't pull that card out, and it really wanted to be here. The fourth time. I'm done. I look at this. I didn't work with it. Or you might have even recognized it, decided to invest somewhere else for some of you. Some of you recognized it went somewhere else. There was another woman or man, and that's what made the ending easy. Emotionally, I feel like you tried not to be upset about it for a while. Some of you give me such weird energy. Some of you knew what happened and that you couldn't trust somebody and you needed to leave for that reason. While others of you give me this energy, I had to escape this situation. I had to get away from this situation. This situation was fucking unhealthy. I had to go. I didn't, I wasn't safe. I didn't feel safe. I didn't like it. I had to go. I had to dump the bullshit. It wasn't your imagination. I feel like you knew it wasn't worth the work or the effort. This has already happened. You probably really focused on your stability or where you're going at this time. Some of you, it's about figuring out your stability, not stressing about love or the direction you're going to head in or who you're going to start to communicate with. And that's going to make sense to the ones who have not started with communication in love yet. That's crazy that I said that and that showed up next. Whoever hasn't started in a love situation, whoever's been waiting for truth and clarity to take the risks or go towards it. Because what the cards are saying is you haven't fucking done that yet. Passion. You haven't moved towards it, but you haven't focused on the past. It's almost like you've learned a hard truth or a hard lesson, and you're wanting to invite changes in. I almost get like you're ready to invite them in. You're just not sure if you see them coming towards you. Something like you don't feel like they're gonna ever come towards you, or you're ever gonna. It's all like it's either not gonna fall in your lap, or you're not gonna walk in its direction, or it's not gonna walk across your path. You give me that kind of fucking energy with you. You also make me feel like you're older than me. Whatever that's about. You don't feel like you're my age. You feel like you're over. Well, I'm almost 40, but you feel like you're definitely over 40 years old. Maybe even older than 40s, 50s, something like that. Whatever. Here we go. Let's keep going. A little bit more for Cancer, then we'll do Gemini. Here we go. Stability is going to be important for Cancer. What else is here? Some of you might have had to leave a job or let go of a job that didn't appreciate you or value or give you a raise. What? Some of you felt like the job wasn't for you, or you didn't trust the situation at the job, or you didn't like the people in the job. Something like that went on with Cancer is what I'm picking up. When it came to putting the work in or liking it, it didn't feel like it was balancing out. It wasn't giving you that. It's almost like you dropped the love situation or the emotional issues and attachments to people. You've tried to focus on yourself or career, but then you weren't happy there either, is what it tells me. Now, it's either because of like not getting a promotion, maybe getting recognized, or it has something to do with just not liking the people, the environment, potentially. I don't know why I feel that. Here we go. Balance. Queen of Swords. You might have cut away from it. Some of you moved on. It makes me feel like some of you got sick of it or felt like you had to move on. Why is this card here? Let's clarify it. Clarify the Page of Cups. Clarify the Judgment card. What's here for Cancer? Some of you are going to start to invest on some of you are going to have the option. Some of you are going to have an option coming towards you, an option that's willing to work with you, that somebody's going to, you have, love is in your favor right now. And I feel like it's up to you. You give me this. If you want to invest in it and you're not upset about whatever's been done or what could happen, if you're not upset about what's coming in front of you now or where you've been, not upset at all, emotionally, it's coming, it's moving towards you. It's coming your way. It's coming. Ace of Pentacles, it's like being given to you. It's like a gift. So something that may have not have worked out, that you moved away from or stayed at a distance from. I feel like now is coming towards you or rushing towards you. Are you willing to take the risks, my dear Cancer? Are you willing to manifest that balance or that new beginning? That's what I want to know. Here we go. Something else for Cancer. You give me, I'll be unsure if I should tackle the energy, but it tells me you will. It tells me you will absolutely. You'll bite into that shit like a fucking apple. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely doing it. I'm done. Like, it's almost like you're not sure if you want to, though. For whatever reason, this card makes me feel like you're very unsure if you want to do it. But the next cards tell me you do it. You're definitely going to do it. And I can't wait. I can't wait to show you what came out next. You're not going to do it. You're not going to start emotionally opening up or speaking or hanging out with somebody. Yes, you are. And I know the one card I didn't show you that I almost let come up. It'll bring a lot of happiness. Holy shit. One card it kept showing me that I wonder if, there it is. The communication's coming. You're going to start communicating, and the love's coming. You have two things coming towards you. And the weird thing about it, some of you, it's a fire or an air sign. Some of you, it's a fire and air sign that's coming towards you. Could be a Leo. Could be a Gemini. Some of you had to get away from a fucking Scorpio or Cancer. Ugh. Some of you might have got a raw deal with a fire sign. Hold on. fuck? Some of you, it's about, you're like in navigation mode on if you want to navigate or move towards a situation. You have the chariot. Just don't be nervous. I feel like your message is don't be nervous to start anew. Scratch the new scratch ticket kind of energy. Don't lie to yourself about not wanting the new beginning, because you definitely know you want it, and you know you've been kind of hanging away from being aware about opening up or making the decision to rush towards it or let it in. You haven't really let it in, and I think that's what I feel like that's what your challenge is right now. You may also, this is going to make sense to the Cancer out there who doesn't have like a big entourage of people. If you have a fucking slew of friends that you're always in contact with, I'm probably not reading your energy. You feel like somebody who just backed away from the world for a hot minute. You give me this. I wasn't fighting or looking to open up or be socially available or socially awkward. I just was gone. Kind of like you ghosted the world kind of energy. Like you just kind of said, nope, I've had enough. Nothing's changing. Everything feels unhealthy. And I feel like now you're starting to recognize, why am I sitting in this energy? Almost like, why am I wasting my time energy? And I think it's time to start communicating and not just think about communication. Discover that it's what you should be going after. Things that are going to bring passion, happiness, commitment, make you feel emotionally content, because it doesn't show me you've been going towards it or letting it come towards you. You've tried not to stress about it. A lot of you, it's about the past or the in and out communication or the lack of emotions or appreciation people showed you. Some of you may have felt very unappreciated. And some of you, it's like a bitch, I'm not a doormat kind of energy for Cancer. This is what I see for you. What the fuck? I don't know. I didn't expect it to go like that, but that's what I'm seeing for you. So you just feel like it's almost like if there was if you were reading a book, and this is going to be a weird analogy, but if you were reading a book and you had a bookmark and you put the bookmark somewhere in that book, you put that book so far to your fucking vision when it comes to relationships that you don't even think about that bookmark or where you left off or where you could go. The book's just not, you lost the book. Like, I don't know how else to put that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like through the tarot. Others of you may hear something about a proposal or weddings. Without the tarot, I keep seeing somebody like being told like, oh, such and such is getting married, or are you going to this? That could come up for Cancer signs too. Now we'll do Gemini. All right. Here we go. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Okay. Let's see what you get in a second. I'm going to light this first. Okay. Gemini. Geminis. I'm doing it. They want to show it. It's the cards I just had. No, it's two different ones. This is the one that was there with it. If it does that, I don't ignore it. I can't, because it's just going to show up somewhere else in the reading, and then I'm going to have to try to figure out why it wanted to be here versus why is it here now. You have the High Priestess, and you have the Ten of Wands. So some of you have had to trust that the things that have been hard on your emotions. Some of you have had to trust the things that have been hard on your emotions, or the things you had that didn't work. So you give me this whatever didn't work out energy. Some of you, it's things that you have I have to separate energy. You have a separation energy. I have to separate from things that don't work out or that emotionally hold me back or make me feel upset. Something about being upset. Some of you don't feel like things have worked out the way they should. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they're not work. It's almost like the Tin Man is a fucking crazy saying, but the Tin Man needs the oil in his joints on the Wizard of Oz, or he gets all like, and he can't fucking move. That's kind of how Gemini feels. A lot of you might have even had a problem with you being very open with communication or speaking. It also you might feel stuck with action or forward movement, like trying to. You give me this, I need to figure it out energy. Clarify anything for Gemini. Because right now, what it's telling me, Gemini's like I don't know what to do energy. You have a strong I don't know what to do. What's going to bring in happiness? What's going to balance happiness in me? In me, you feel like I feel like you're really trying to figure out what's going to make sense. You come off very unemotionally amused or excited. You also, some of you are not trying to be scared about the direction you focus on or work with. Some of you, you're trying not to do that, but you're doing that. This is probably not making that much sense. Whatever. Here we go. You want change. You're not trying to be upset, but you don't know what you give me. I don't know if I'm coming or going energy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to invest in. I don't want to be stressed out, but I'm not sure which direction. I'm done. Which direction to go towards. Do I go north, south, east, west? Do I go toward what? It's almost like I hate to say it, but you're coming off like you don't trust your own decisions. Very indecisive with yourself right now. You're coming off a fucking 1,000% like that to me. And emotionally, it's making you sleepy, tired, or feel unavailable. You come off, I feel unavailable, but I think about what I would like to have or attain is victory, success, everything. It's almost like I want to be at the top, but I feel like I'm in the bottom of the pit. How do I get out of this fucking pit kind of energies? How your reading's coming out. Make decisions. Make decisions. Even if you're unsure of the balance or what's going to happen. Some of you may have decided to learn that you don't want to work for anybody or you want to work for yourself. That's like I want to work for myself energy, the Hierophant. You might be willing to learn something, go back to school, learn something, or work for yourself, or just try to find something deeper within inside of yourself that makes you happy. I feel like that's your struggle right now, Gemini. Maybe that's the judgment you're waiting to figure out. You just give me this, I'm so fucking over it energy. Like the 10 of Pentacles reversed, not wanting to battle, or it's almost like everything you commit to, it doesn't feel like it commits back. Why? It's like, why do I put in all this hard work and then I don't get my fucking new beginning? That's how your reading shows up. Like, I want a celebration, but nothing's fucking coming towards me, or emotionally, I don't even know if it's making sense to me to work with. I know I want to manifest, but at the end of the day, what do I want to manifest? It's almost like you want to see things work out. You're just not sure of how to find it. You come off like, how do I find the answers now? What the fuck? I don't usually say this with this card. Some of you could also have an issue right now. Watch out for either health issues or health issues or mood swings. I'm going to put it out there. Some of you could have health issues or mood swings. Some of you are letting out the other Gemini. I'm fucking going to tell you. Some of you are letting out that Gemini that is dormant, that Gemini that's fucking deep in the pit that nobody likes to see. Watch out for that. If you haven't been doing it, you might start doing it. You might start letting that ugly, evil Gemini come out. That fucking mean twin. That bitch might show up to the party. Hold on. Let's go. If hasn't already. Passion and direction. Why are these the next two cards for Gemini? Clarify it. Oh, you got a shitload. So it's about finding passion, direction, balance, but you're not feeling like the communication or the efforts matching. You come off like nothing's making me feel like it's worth, like it's play, like I want to play, but it's, you come off so apart from everything right now, knowing it too. Tired of being left at a distance, or when it comes to getting things the way you would like to see them work, feeling emotionally unreceptive or available. You almost make me feel like people, don't appreciate you. You have this strong, I don't think people appreciate me energy. No matter what I say, what I do, no matter how strong I am, I just don't feel like I'm part of the equation. What the fuck? Don't focus on that. Go towards things that are going to make you feel happy. This is not a happy card. This is me telling you what to do. And I have no problem doing that. Go towards things that are going to be worth the risk, that are going to feel like you are part of the solution, that make you feel like you should do it and that you can trust going towards it. You'll get truth and clarity. Some of you, if you've been at a distance emotionally or with communication, it's time to kind of come. It's time to stop doing that. It's time to walk away from that energy. It's time to start getting that magician energy on the table here. You're still confused about direction, though, it tells me. You're very confused with direction. Some of you, whether you have a job, don't have a job, need a job, whatever the fuck's going on, it's almost like it's not making you happy, or that, and like, I want to say social gatherings or love there's no fulfillment, and it's getting on my nerves because everything feels like it's at a distance, or it's been too complicated or stressful, and you're tired of looking at it or feeling. You give me a lone energy with your own stability or your own feelings. You have I feel a lone energy. What the fuck? And I don't know if you would admit it, but that's what it's telling me. I don't know if the Gemini would fucking admit it, but that's exactly what it's telling me. I don't know. Overthinking can kill your mind. So one thing I'm going to tell Gemini is, if you're overthinking situations, or if you're overthinking and being indecisive, it's not helping you. It's actually slowing you down from finding that calm energy, on a spiritual level, that's going to help you focus on how to find that direction. Kind of slow that down a little bit and let the spiritual side of you kind of help intrigue the faster side of you. Some of you, in time, that will make sense. Some of you, you're going to be like, what the fuck is he saying? All right, here we go. All right, we're going to see what else I can get for Gemini. Okay. Should I stay or should I go energy? I can't shake your fucking energy here. It's like you don't know if you're coming and invited to the party or not. And it's been causing a lot of kind of like self-sabotage or stress. It's like, do I want to work in it? Do I want to move towards a situation? Can I trust moving towards that situation? Can I trust it? Some of you don't think you can. Some of you may feel like a direction that you thought you should go towards isn't going to make sense to you or bring the emotional happiness, or eventually it won't work. You give me this, it's not going to work out energy. Or what I'd like to manifest, I'm going to end up having to start over and be strong again on. The Sun, I don't feel happy. I want balance. But you give me this, I'm tired of waiting energy on things to work out. Some of you, it's with love. And some of you, it's with love and finance. It's with love, finance, or finding what makes you happy. At the end of the day, I feel like you're sick of feeling like this. I feel like you're trying to run away from it, or pretend like it's not there. You give me this, I'm trying to pretend like it's not in front of me. Some of you are afraid to take new beginnings on. That's what you definitely. Ooh, I'm gonna leak your shit out. Some of you are afraid to start again or open that up. It tells me some of you are afraid to open up towards new beginnings. You may feel like, I don't know if I want to do this, if I want to work towards it, or if emotionally it's the wrong investment, or if should I get away from it? Should I end it? You're very back and forth, financially and in love. What the fuck? You need to like write in a book, or like do some meditation, do something to clear your mind. I almost feel like the best thing you could do is focus on things and just not so much at once. Don't fix everything at once. Just start to fix things. And as you fix things, start to recognize, all right, that's fixed. What else can I fix? Climb that ladder. I feel like I need to tell Gemini to climb the ladder. Don't take the ladder, run up the fucking ladder, and the ladder, you falling backwards with the ladder because you try to do too much, because that's what it feels like. You give me I feel so obligated. Why do you come off like I feel so obligated to everything, but nothing's like where's the obligation to me? Kind of energy. Whew. And I feel like it causes you a lot of fucking anxiety because it's causing me anxiety in my chest. All right, whatever. What else is here for Gemini? Cancer was already done. I fucked up and did Gemini after Cancer. All right, here we go. We're still on Gemini. Here we go. Some of you, for a while, it's going to be all about what to invest in or if it makes sense. Some of you, that's what you're going to focus on. Some of you have made up your mind not to look back or to focus on somewhere you've been. Some of you are really trying to stay strong with that and not stress about that. You have the Hangman, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands. You have the 7 Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. It's almost like you don't want to stress about what you want to see happen, what you want to work out with that Queen of Wands energy. Clarify anything for Gemini. I love how they're just coming out like hotcakes for you. It's going to make this a little bit easier. This is going to make sense to the Gemini who loving shit to Gemini right now. It's fucking doo-doo. It's shit. Like, you ain't building with it. It doesn't impress you. You're so unimpressed by love right now. You feel so at a distance with the victories or successes or trusting the foundations of it. It's almost like you want the pleasure or want to start the communication, but I don't think you know if you trust the judgment or the outcome or emotionally feel available towards the stability or the pretenses of what could happen. I almost feel like you stop looking in the future, Gemini. I feel like I need to stop it. Like, I feel like I need to yell at you. Like, stop trying to look ahead of yourself and focus on the things that you can work on. And some of you have gotten resistant with talking or communicating as much as you used to, whether this is with somebody you know close or whether this is with some work. It's either work or somebody close to you. Maybe try to escape them, stay away from them, not speak to them, not deal with them. Could be somebody around the home or somebody you had a family with that you do this with. Whatever. Here we go. Let's do it. Leo's next. Oh, I'm nervous to fucking read Leo. No, I'm not really that nervous. This fucking reading got me fucking all fucked up. It ain't the coffee, it ain't the sugar, the fucking caramel and that shit. It was the last couple times I've read Gemini, it's given me anxiety. And I'm like, why the fuck is it doing that? Cancer, I think, did it too once, but that might have been a while ago. All right. Clarify that. You give me this. I know that I need to focus on things that'll brighten my day, or make me happy. It's almost like you want to see the success, the outcome, the marriage, the happy home, the everything now, but you haven't really made a decision, or chose it or something about. It's almost like you feel like you want to go towards a direction, but then you think you should take a U-turn. You give me this. I need to take a U-turn energy. I don't know if I'm aware of what I want, or if I know if I want to go after it, or if it wants to go after me. Very back and forth. Just very back and forth with this shit. Maybe with trusting building it, or trusting it completely, or making time for it, or it's really telling me being emotionally available for it. You've been very emotionally unavailable for shit, is what it's telling me, Gemini. And it tells me that you probably do know that. That's a truth card. That's a card where you can't say that that it's time to change that decision or make a decision because of what's been going on with you. Something like that. You can't lie about this because you know it. And what is it doing? It's causing you anxiety. The anxiety I felt, it's the endings. It's feeling at a distance from things that you want, or seeing that they didn't work out, they hurt, and trusting to go towards a new beginning. I feel like that's what you need to kind of look at. Some of you have given it a lot of thought. But emotionally, you've been at a distance with it, and it's even stopped you from communicating correctly. Fuck, you're not doing either one correctly. It's telling me you ain't. Gemini's got some fucking homework to do. That's your reading, Gemini. You got some fucking homework to do. Gemini, your reading tells me very, very clearly. Gemini's going to figure out what Gemini wants. And if they really want it. That's what your message is all about. So some of you, that's in relationship. And while that is in relationship, others of you, it's also you need to figure out if the career situation, what you're going to be drawn to, whether you're going to do it for yourself, whether you're going to go towards something new, whether you're going to put up with what you're dealing with. Because I get the energy. It's not making you, it's just adding to the emotional chaos. And it's affecting, it's almost like the business life affects the personal life. And you know that. That's not good. That's never good. And I like that I'm giving you this reading because somebody needs to fucking hear that. All right, let's keep going. All right. Leo. Let me just put this over here so I don't get this card wet. My coffee's starting to sweat. Here we go. Leo. Oh, your card reversed, but I didn't fall out. And that was too early. Leo, your specific message. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Leo? Didn't want to go in. Why is it like that? Clarify that for Leo. Give me some clarification on that. Leo, what happened? You come off you've learned some shit that's already, shit hit the fan in the past. This is shit hit the fan in the past. So whatever did happen, I feel like it took you time to get truth and clarity or to see it for what it was or to understand it, to where you understood it verbatim or 100%. I feel like whatever it was that you were attached to, there's something you were attached to. You were willing to put work towards it. It fell apart. That became the judgment, the outcome. Some of you, it was a man. Things just didn't work out. It just means things didn't work out. So you learned a lesson. And it was time to make a decision. Not to trust that shit. Not to trust that love situation. Not to be played with. Emotionally fucking played with either. It upsets you. It upset the fuck out of you. You might be a female too. Could be a man that this happened to. But I feel like I'm reading a woman's story. The investment made you feel stressed out. And like you felt like you didn't. I hate to say this. There's a woman, Leo, that might have felt like I got to see this prick for who he really was. Could have been an earth sign, by the way. Could have definitely been an earth sign. Earth sign, water sign. The magician. Some of you had to let it go or not be stressed about it. You couldn't stop looking at it, though. You come off where it was like, I couldn't let it go. Or I let it go. I spoke about how I let it go, but really it still bothered me. It bothered the fuck out of you. Wow. Okay. Here we go. I don't know why it comes out like that, but that's what you did. You did get away from it, though. It tells me you got away from it. You accepted the loss. I feel like you accepted the loss. Some of you decided, okay, I'm going to focus on career or developing other situations outside of love. It's not going to be my focus. I'm not going to focus towards love right now. It's almost like I need to be more strategic, more balanced, more appreciate what I can put to the table, what I can build. Hold on. Some of you guys, you were going to marry this person or you were married to this person. Some of you were going to marry this person or you were married to this person. But it's no longer. That investment's behind you. You're not playing with it, and they're not playing with you. You both could have been fire signs, by the way, for some of you. if not like a fucking whatever, earth, water sign, whatever. Here we go. You started to focus on building towards, a different direction in precise recognize. It's almost like you identified the issues. Even if you had to eat like your own words or focus on how you were screwing up too, I feel like it didn't stop you from putting work and effort into things that made sense that you could value. But it doesn't feel like it made you jump to the next lover. It makes me feel like you wanted to invest in work or family. You give me work and family more than anything. Whatever. Here we go. Some of you may have started to get communication or emotionally started to open up to somebody, and then it dried up like fucking like a river. Like a river, if there was a river in the Sahara, that shit dried up fucking instantly. And then you went right back to your stability and focusing on you. You have this energy where there were things you dealt with that were upsetting, but this time around, if something came around and upset you or was short-lived, I don't feel like you let it keep you upset. I feel like if it didn't feel like it was showing up for you, you were like, okay, well, I'll wait for the next best victory to emotionally arrive, or for me to accept an offer or move towards an offer, something like that. Why is the world here? This is going to be for a Leo who's not dealing with anybody now, but you may have gotten out of a serious relationship, tried to start something with somebody else, and that didn't work out. Some of you are thinking about a new beginning. Holy shit, thinking of a new beginning or like a happy outcome. Some of you guys just want to settle down. You have I want to settle down energy, or you think about this a lot. Somebody may have had to move, or somebody may have been worried about money and had to move. Is what I'm picking up? I don't know. I never say this, but somebody feels like their ex. I'm going to say it. Somebody feels like their ex is a jarhead. Doesn't mean like a war. I'm not going to use it as like a war term, but just like an asshole idiot. Somebody gives me this. My ex is an asshole idiot energy. Like, and I want to manifest away from that person. Some of you guys held back on moving towards an offer for a while before you. So if you did deal with somebody for a little while, before you did that, you were single for a long time. You might have had fun here and there. It's not showing up like that, but maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Well, yes, it is kind of showing up like that. That's the fun card. So maybe you did, maybe you didn't. And I wasn't even looking at that. I just happened to look like I'm kind of focusing my thought. It almost gives me this energy where it's like I don't really emotionally know where I'm going to go or who I'm going to end up with. Why? And I'm trying to be unbothered by it. You give me this, I'm trying to be unbothered by it energy. You have a very I want to know what's going to happen energy too. The Queen of Wands and Justice. It's almost like I want passion, I want things to balance out, but I'm very unsure of what's going to happen or if it's going to find me. You give me this, will it find me energy? I don't know why I feel that way, but it feels like, will it find me? Will I find it? Is the proposal going to be worth it? You come off like you don't. You give me this energy like you want it to happen, but you don't know. Why do you give me the feeling like you feel like the odds are against you? What the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I should just take this one down. This one's probably bad. I have no idea how bad this one is. It's probably better than I think, but it just feels weird. All right. More for Leo. Their specific message. Show me something for Leo. Oh, come on now. Why is that like that? Why does it start like that for Leo? Show me. Okay, let's see where it goes. Okay. Some of you guys might have decided that. I feel like if some of you went towards like an offer and it didn't work out, it kind of puts you to where the Tower card, when it comes to change or wanting to invest, I feel like it kind of puts you, kind of slowed you down. You give me this I don't really care energy to do it, to communicate right now. I don't want to be stressed out. I've got enough other things emotionally I focus on. You also give me, I want things to be balanced out or work or come at me correct, or I won't give it time or energy. You're like, I won't play with it. I won't give it time or energy. It has to come at you kind of like that. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. It's got to come at you, giving you its all. Or it's not like it won't satisfy you. You won't even want to look at it. You won't let it sit. You won't let it wander in your mind. You won't let it upset your heart. Something like that. Show me more for Leo. Emotionally, you want to be away from anything that's upsetting. It's making anything that's upsetting or not investing. You're not willing to put the work or focus on that work. If something's not showing up or you're not really feeling like the investment's the risk, you're not going to do that. But on hindsight, you do want something to start over, a new beginning. But if it comes in like this, you're going to say goodbye to it. The Sun card reversed. This never happens. Goodbye, death card. You'll say goodbye to it. Leo won't fucking give into it. And I never get both your cards. It's very rare. That's like getting two fucking aces. You'll say goodnight to it. You'll go towards manifesting something else or working out solutions on your own, standing up for yourself. Kind of trying to stay graceful, independent. Hold on. What's the one that flipped in the middle? Queen of Wands, baby, you. And that's what you're going to do. So it's like something's got to come at you with a very, very either high IQ, level of experience, trust, honor, respect, or you're not going to put up with it. And you may know this about yourself as of now. You'll say goodbye. You'll cut away from it and you'll focus more on your own stability. You won't speak to it. You won't want to be at a distance with this situation. You won't let it come towards you and fuck with you. You already know that. Something about you already know that you won't put the work in or be emotional punch your bag or let it upset you. Because if it upsets you for longer than you're willing to take on, you'll say goodbye. You give me this, I'll say see you later energy. I won't trust it energy. You will not motherfucking trust it. And that's why you'll say goodbye. You have both I don't trust it cards on the fucking table. That's if you can't fucking trust it, you're letting it go. And you'll focus on your value and you'll allow the ending and you'll stay at a distance. And it's almost like you have a very I'll accept my shit. I'll accept it. And it's almost like I don't give a shit. I'm not going to let it destroy me kind of energy. Especially if it's only going to cause more heartache. Some of you do think about moving towards communicating with somebody, but you haven't you haven't jumped into that passion or effort. The effort's still, maybe you haven't had the offer or discovered an offer. It's because it's telling me emotionally you didn't get that yet. So you've got a little bit of things in your energy that might have to change. I honestly, what it's telling me is you may have to wait for love situations to unfold or change for you. You may have to trust that they can while you wait, but they can balance out. You definitely may have to trust that they can show up for you. And I feel like that's a big part of the message Leo's supposed to hear. I'm done. All right, we're done with Leo. Let's keep going. All right, Virgo. Here we go. How is everybody? Oh, my Lord. All right. Virgo. The specific message for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Let's do that. That way. Here we go. Specific message for Virgo. You want to come out that fast? Okay. Your energy's different. You give me a very strong what the fuck energy. Like it's good though. It's good. And I feel like it's something you deserve. I don't know why I feel that way. The Magician. I get this weird energy. That's apart from all these cards. Like it wanted to be alone. And I feel like that's where you are. And it doesn't just feel like in relationship, whether you're with somebody starting something or you are fully alone, it feels like what you want to invest in is you're not letting anything get in the way of it. it does make me feel like there's been hurdles or problems. Things haven't worked out or shown up the way you'd like. But you've tried to find options or solutions, and you haven't let it stop you. Something about you haven't let it stop you. What? Your reading's a lot different from, I didn't expect it to be so different from the last. Here we go. Virgo. Virgo. Some of you have been a little bit, okay, now I'm going to get on you a little bit. Some of you guys have been a little bit isolated mentally or challenged with trying to even start anew. And that's in relationships. Some of you don't want to deal with it, or you're not, I'm done. You don't want to look at this shit. You don't want to deal with it. You're like, nope, that's not what's going to make me emotionally feel balanced or happy right now. I'm more focused on, you have a very career initiative. Getting what you want, or getting your goals or your dreams to come true energy. It's what you make me feel like. You're not focused on love. You don't come off like love. I feel like something really fucking hurt you in love situations. Look at this shit. Victory reversed, made you feel at a distance, felt toxic as fuck. So you stopped putting the focus or the time and effort in that. It stopped being the foundation of happiness or the principle for you. Jesus Christ. I feel like it made you strong and a very independent, very like if you used to be independent and then you got into your feelings and somebody fucking, wring them out like you wring out like clothes or like a rope and it's pouring out with sweat or water or whatever. It's almost like it puts you right back to the independent mode. Now, you might have had troubles with either air, fire, or earth sign, is what it tells me. Whoever you had issues with, though, whether it's that sign, water sign, whatever sign it is, it doesn't show me that you guys talk to each other. You don't speak to each other. Some of you might have had not trusted a woman. Somebody might not have trusted another woman around somebody. I don't fucking get that, but that's what it's showing me. Temperance, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. Some of you some of you didn't really care about being. Some of you, it's almost like you accepted that things didn't work out. So instead of focusing on love, it's like I wanted to focus on home or career. Something about money and making more of it, or getting more ahead, staying more self-sufficient, not needing anybody energy is what I pick up on Virgo. What? Here we go. Gave a lot of thought to this, but I feel like you knew that's what the stability that made sense to you, or that's the practicality that made sense to you. That's what made sense to you. I'm not surprised that Four of Pentacles came out. I didn't expect it to be so quick, but I am not surprised. Here we go. Did you recognize it? Because it's what it's telling me. What's going on emotionally? You've accepted endings and you've let go of the commitments, the communication. You don't speak to this person. You may have felt like they emotionally abused the situation or treated the situation very childish. So you had to walk away from that bullshit and focus on the things that can make you happy, that were worth working with. And I think a lot of you doing that took a lot of trust, but it didn't stop you from going in a direction with a new beginning. Why is this here, though? Clarify why that's here. Ooh, it's telling secrets. So I love when it tells secrets. Some of you guys tried to communicate with them. I can already tell you what happened without the tarot telling me. Some of you tried to communicate with them or explain shit to. They weren't listening. I don't need the tarot to tell. They were not listening. I feel like I went deaf when I looked down. Like I couldn't hear shit. The person wasn't listening. Like I'm done. The Fool reversed. The Knight of Cups. Emotionally, when it comes to the investment and the Seven of Wands, it was too much of a struggle. And you got truth and clarity that it needed to go. You needed to let it go. You needed to let this go. You could not be stuck there. You couldn't emotionally be like hurt. You had to say the fuck no to that. No, because it wasn't giving you balance, and you knew it. You became aware. If you tried to move towards it emotionally, I want to manifest it. That's the decision I want to make. I think I've learned. Was it going to work out with this guy? He's just going to play more games. An emotional game. It's emotional. Bad emotional games. Because all the emotion cards are in reverse. It wasn't going to work. I'm done. Every fucking... let me show you. Queen of Cups reversed. All right? Where you at? This is the only one that's upright. The bullshit offer that they came at you with. Or that was there, maybe it was there for a while. The Two of Cups was, but I feel like it keeps reading into where you've been. Hold on. It shows me that it made you upset. It was the outcome. And then you recognized it's not really, you almost come off where it was like, I wanted it to work out, or I was emotionally available at one time, but they showed me a different person, or they showed me different emotions to the situation. So I stopped feeling emotions towards any situation. Something like that. What the fuck? Now, that doesn't mean every fucking person you became emotionless to. You fucking turn into a rock. That just it just means you just didn't really want to deal with love for a while. That's how I picked that up. Like, it wasn't... It almost feels like it was... It would get in the way of what you wanted to focus on. That's how it feels around your... I don't know. This is what I'm picking up. Let's see what else we got for you. Anything else? We're going to go to the other tarot for Virgo. I want to use the other ones. Here we go. All right. What's the message for Virgo? Virgo. Why is that here? Don't give up. This ain't going to be everybody's message, but it's going to be somebody's message. I almost get the energy where if there's something Virgo's been trying to invest in, and it feels like the investment is just coming to an ending or not working out, or it's just too hard to pull off, but you can't let it go. You want to give up. I don't feel like you're so... let's see what the tarot says. Should they give up? Oh, come on. Let's see. Two no's. The Empress reversed, the King of Cups reversed. No. But it'll be up to you to make the decision. To focus on the victories. I feel like you could have a victory with success. But I feel like some of you are on the verge of giving up. Or were. Some of you may have felt that way a while ago. If not now. That doesn't feel like with love. That feels like with putting work and effort towards something. Why is the moon reversed? It was with work. It was with something working out, or an investment taking off for you, or you being able to pull something off. Some of you might have got what you were trying to pull off. Well, I feel like others of you are still trying to work at it. I don't know. Here we go. Some of you really feel like you're at a distance when it comes to focusing on going towards a man or trusting a relationship. You definitely don't trust a relationship as far as you could throw it, is what it tells me for some of y'all. Some of y'all know that. Some of y'all do not trust or going towards love. Not the fucking... not right now. It is not... It's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I am not trying to have that happen. This will make sense if you're not in communication with anybody, or you're not even looking for it. If you're not even looking for it. Knight of Swords reverse, the Hermit. Being aware that they're staying kind of at a distance emotionally from opening up or communicating. I'm done. Your reading is like you have not decided to... You like... Somebody could try to fucking be like... Unzip the pants. You zip that shit right back up. Maybe catch their dick in it. They'd be like, oh! You would not be impressed. You would not give a fuck. You don't. You just come very... You give me more of a determined energy. More of a determined energy with yourself than opening up emotionally. You have I want to invest on my dreams or the things that'll make me, feel successful, happy. You almost give me like I need to encourage myself, and I can't let relationships get in the way of what I'm designed to be here for. You kind of come off like that towards, I feel that energy for you. Some of you might have been, the investments might have been hard to get towards or to see improvement for some of you. Some of you might be hard to get what you're looking for. While others of you, while you're not getting the love situations, you could be flourishing with, getting what you want. It's weird. So some of you are getting exactly what it's like you all want the same thing is what I'm getting. And it feels like lady oriented. It does feel like lady oriented, I got to tell you. But it feels like you both wanted the same shit. Same sign, wanted the same shit. Wanted to focus on career, family, whatever. You're being, just getting what you want outside of relations. Maybe even tightening up things in your own life that you need to look at or that you think you need to put work in. Some of you've identified it. You might have kind of tried to say you'll do it, ignored the work. Where is this going? But anyways, this is what it's making me feel like. So you're both looking in the same direction, and some of you are actually getting what you want, and the other ones of you are still struggling to get what you want. But when it comes to love, you're both not looking at love at all. Holy shit! I think I'm done with your energy. I don't know, but that's how I'm feeling about your reading. Okay, we're gonna move on. Some of you guys are only a summer. I'm not saying this summer, but I'm gonna say maybe next summer. I love when I see little hints. Some of you guys may only be a summer away from somebody coming towards you, whether you're looking for it or not. Maybe it's this summer. I doubt it. Could be next summer. Some of you Virgos, love's coming towards you next summer, or you're going to find somebody or be invested in somebody next summer. I like when I give the long predictions. That to me is cool. When they're years out, like whether it's a couple or many. Those are the predictions I appreciate. All right, here we go. Libra. What do we have for Libra? Okay. I get it. So it really just tells me, Libra, when it comes to passions, desires, celebrations, happiness, you're trying not to be emotionally upset with it. Some of you could lie through your teeth, but it wouldn't change how you feel. I hate to put it like that, but that's what it shows me. Because you don't feel like it's on the table. You don't feel like it's almost like love's not coming towards me. Look at this shit. Love is not coming towards me. The world, the Ace of Cups. I would like to start brand new or have things end so I could open or offer my cup or get a cup offered. I would love to see passion, but right now I don't see that happening. Judgment reversed. Let's go to the bottom. I don't trust moving or moving or fighting towards a new beginning right now. You want one? You want? Okay, let me get this right. This is gonna piss some Libras off, but whatever. It straight up tells me what I see. It's almost like you're wanting a different outcome, but at the same time, you don't. It's like you tell yourself you want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. You come off like I don't need that shit. I don't need you, bitch. Type energy. But you want it. What are you doing? Because you're getting me kind of like, why do I feel like I'm trying to fucking figure my fucking Leon lion ass through a fucking maze, or like trying to solve a fucking riddle that is like unsolvable? Because you come off like I want a new beginning, but I don't. But then you come off where it's like I also don't trust going towards a new beginning because I'm still fucking hurt. And I think you have a hard time admitting that. I think you have a real and I don't give a fuck what your sex is. I think you have a hard time admitting that you're still pissed off. Here we go. That's why you ain't talking to nobody. That's why you ain't talking to nobody. Riddle me this, bitch. This is horrible. I feel so guilty. Look at you ain't talking. You ain't humping. You ain't humping and bumping. You ain't doing that. And I just leaked your shit. There ain't no happiness under this fucking reading. You sitting under that tree, a coconut gonna hit you in the fucking head or knock you in the nuts kind of energy. I feel like you don't want to stress about it, but you ain't putting work towards love either, right? You're not doing it. You're not doing it, Libra. Can you see it? Can you see it? You're not doing it. Emotionally, I'm fine. I'm gonna focus on my stability. I'm gonna be patient. Nothing's gonna get in my way. My heart's open, but I won't work with a motherfucker at all. I think about it. I want to communicate, but I'm not moving towards you, bitch. What are you doing? You're like, I'll leave that shit in the cold. Sayonara kind of energy, like, see you later. Some of y'all waiting for the person to speak up. Somebody's waiting. You waiting. I feel like Libra will be waiting on somebody to come towards them. I fucked up, baby. I fucked up, baby. Now this could be vice versa. This could be cross-watcher waiting to see if Libra, if Libra does it to the cross-watcher, whatever. This is getting on my nerves. Here we go. The Hanged Man. Okay. It's been separated for, you've been separated for a while. I'm done. You've been separated for a minute. A minute. And nobody's fighting for it. Nobody's fighting for it. Fuck. Nobody wants the last cookie. Fucking that shit, that was months, years ago. Whatever. Okay. Some of you wouldn't even be sure if you wouldn't even take the investment seriously. I'm done. If this person came around, I don't think you would trust this person at all. That things have changed, or that you've gotten the growth, or that it's going to expand. I don't think you would want to work with it, because I think when it comes to feeling like it's something that you could have, it's more in your imagination, and you're more at a distance with getting a real victory with this person figuring out how to balance coming towards you, or emotionally being at your level, or telling you how they really feel, or what they really want, or if they're really in love with you, or if they really want to be. Let's get it down. Let's build the world together. Let's get fucking married. Let's have a honeymoon. Let's have anniversaries. You are so fucking like, no, you're lying. You're lying to me, bitch, kind of energy. Look at this. You're lying to me, bitch, kind of energy. You want a new beginning, but you're not really jumping towards it because you're unsure if emotionally it's going to make sense to even deal with right now. You ain't dealing with the next, and it could be a motherfucking fire sign. Some of you, it's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that you moved away from or moved away from you. I don't give a shit. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whatever the fuck. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, but it definitely feels like it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Whatever the fuck that's about. You're all about being aware that you want to manifest something real, something tangible, something that's going to love you, something that's going to want the investment. Someone's that. Look at the card. The next card's the investment on the bottom of the deck. I'm fucking done. That's going to want the investment. That's going to appreciate all the work and effort. That's going to appreciate all the work and effort you put in and all the work and effort they put in. Look at the card over here. Mm-hmm. Tell me something, I dare you. And I feel like you've made that decision. It's probably closed you off towards relationships. It's probably kept you at a distance from it. Maybe thinking of the idea of having one, but not working with them. And not trying to be upset while you've recognized what the fuck happened. Oh, now I don't know who that made sense to, but that reading feels like you can't lie about that and that fucking happened to somebody out there. All right? Whatever. That reading I feel like that one fucking was I feel like that one I feel like I hit that one out of the park, to be honest. That one feels like, oh, home run, bitch. For a lot of different Libras out there too. Almost like that the last relationship was the last straw, and it made you not want to fuck with anybody. Just saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. Okay. No, that was Libra. That was Libra. Virgo's been done a little while ago. A little before Libra. All right. But before I go to Scorpio, the only thing I want to say to Libra, it makes me really wonder, what the fuck do you really want? I feel like you do want love and stability, but I feel like it's made you kind of very, very resistant. Maybe resistant, or just not chasing after that new beginning. Maybe not feeling like emotionally fulfilled is the answer to work with. Your imagination makes me feel like it's something you want. You want give me this. I want the encounter. I want the person. But when it comes to being emotionally available or trusting a decision, look at the next two cards. I don't fucking trust it because I can't. That's what I got for Libra. All right, now we're gonna move on. Scorpio. Holy shit. All right. I hope Scorpio's is a little different. You never know. Maybe it'll be similar. Maybe it'll be different. I'm lighting up. How is everybody? Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button if you like the channel. It's all right. Whether you do or you don't. Here we go. Well, thank you, Divine Protect Sean. What's up, Sean from New Mexico? Is it warm there? Welcome in, brother. Is it warm? Thank you, Solo. 100% true. Hey, Tracy. I like empath. I like the name empath because I'm a very strong empath. Everybody's empathic if they choose to be. If they learn how empathic they can be, it'd probably scare the shit out of them. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that because I feel like we're taught not to. I feel like we're taught not to, be so consciously aware. And I feel like that's not fair. I don't think that's how the world should treat people, or that as long of a line of existence as we've had as people, that should have stayed this undivided for so long with our consciousness, or how open it can really become. Just, you don't have to fully understand me, but I kind of fully understand why I would tell you that. All right. Here we go. Scorpio. Specific message for Scorpio. You have the Leo card out here. What's up with that? Queen of Wands energy. Are you focused on your passions or investments, or wanting to? I feel like you're trying to invest in something. Some of you, it's yourself. Some of you, the investments is about yourself. You're not committed to an ex. You are not committed to the old. Out with the old, in with the new kind of energy. Some of you might have already moved on and been in a relationship, or are still, but you're not committed to the old. This makes me feel very, very like done. That's over with. What are you thinking about? You're thinking about your next best action or your next best investment and how it's going to work out. It doesn't make me feel like it has to work out socially. You just have to trust the growth, the forward movement. I feel like you're learning to trust yourself more and more every fucking day. I don't think the emotions of love can affect where you're at right now. I don't think it can affect your happiness. I feel like you're very scrutinizing your security and trusting yourself right now, while still being available and open and receptive with, like, kind of like if you had to be the listening ear, you can do that. Wow, I like that your reading is a lot different. Here we go. I have whatever. Some of you had to cut away from what? Air, fire, or an earth sign. Somebody you couldn't trust. Somebody that you might have had to deal with them again. Or they moved away from you, or you moved away from them, whatever. Magician reverse, that card. Somebody moved away from a situation. Somebody, you couldn't trust a motherfucker. You couldn't trust a motherfucker. It was somebody you were making out, you were humping, you were doing some you were bumping uglies, you were doing some shit with them in the past. They're gone. They're behind you. Look at this. They're behind you. That's gone. That came to a closure or completion. I think you focused on other celebrations. Some of the passions or the desires you've had, or the things you've wanted to manifest, are still taking its time to show the work or effort, or work out in your favor for some of you. Why? Might have been having a hard time making time for it, or moving towards it, or putting more work and effort towards it. You also might have had people that you couldn't trust around you. Doesn't mean you might have had people around you that weren't there for your highest good. Some of you, it wasn't one person. It was several people that weren't meant to take the journey with you, weren't meant to go in the victory or be a part of your investments at all. They weren't meant for you. That's what it tells me. And you saw the change. Some of you, I feel like you saw the change, started to play with it. Listen to this, started to build it, but then all of a sudden it fell off, or you started to focus on love or family. That's what I'm seeing here. You might have put down your emotions towards a project I'm picking up, or your investment towards it, something like that, and focus on family, whatever. Or just be you aware of. So some of you, it's like you only focus on your investment. If you're a dude, you might only focus on an investment right now, like what you want to invest in. If you're a woman, you need to get back towards focusing on something you want to invest in, and not just focus on family or a love situation or wanting love outside of family. Something like that. What the hell? Here we go. The wheel. I'm done. It's telling me that something became distant. Work and effort. This does feel like it's for the woman. Like work and effort became at a distance. Might have been hard not to be upset about that. You give me, I didn't want to be upset about it. I would like a new beginning, or I'd like, you kind of like, give me this, I'd like to start over energy. But I think you're trying to figure out how to either, some of you are going to be more work focused than focused on anything outside of that. And some of you will keep your circle small. Something about, I'll keep my circle small. I'm just going to tell you something. You give me that Leo. Maybe that's why you start with the Queen of Wands. I don't need anybody energy. Ouch, I don't need it. You know, if you're going to come towards me and communicate, I'll give you the time of day, the patience. But if you emotionally show me problems, I'm not fighting for you. That's how you come off. You're like, I don't need the fucking stress or aggravation. I'm too old and wise for this shit, and I'm not going to let it aggravate me. That's exactly how Scorpio is showing up. Wow. It didn't tell me a lot other than about, like, you might have dealt with some shitty situations that you had to resolve, and that you may have dropped the ball a little bit on something that you wanted to invest in, or not, just somehow not made time for it, or been focused on it as much as you once were. Something of the sort. Here we go. Oh, Kiss from Portugal. Welcome in. I'm Portuguese. Everybody thinks I'm Italian. No, I'm Portuguese. I'm Cabo Verde. All right, here we go. The Hierophant. Oh my God. Let's see what you got. This is going to be Sagittarius. No. Are we still? Am I still going to? No, we're going to stay on Scorpio. I'm going to stay on Scorpio. I feel like I need to stay on Scorpio a little bit longer. Clarify it. Scorpio. Okay, so a lot of you Scorpios are at you guys are kind of like in a pivotal moment. It almost makes me feel like some of you guys may have opened up emotionally towards, like, recognizing emotionally what you want, or what you'll go after. Some of you have put down the effort towards fighting for love, you know, going towards love. Well, it's like, it's not really the thing. I feel like you're trying to figure out what's going to work. Give me this. What's going to work? What's going to manifest energy? What's not going to emotionally bother me? What did I do in the past that didn't work out? I don't feel like you're upset. I feel like you're just trying to figure out the next best decision. I feel like you had to let go of a lot of things that tried to emotionally rock you or upset you, stress you out. Investments or people, you had to leave them out, lock them out, change the locks, kick them out, whatever the fuck, get them away from you, cut them out. And that was the judgment you had to have. Emotionally, I feel like you've been more you might have been sacrificing more emotionally towards learning more internally about yourself or taking care of children. Stability. It's definitely a lot of you are trying to find your way, or what's going to work out to give you the success. What's going to give you that what's going to make you take the joyride? What's going to get me to the top? How am I going to get there? A lot of you, it's on your mind constantly is what it tells me. Some of you also may have to be patient when it comes to love situations, or accept that if there have been endings that are behind you, that it's not going to be the focus or the thing that keeps you stuck. A lot of you are looking for balance, and you've walked away from situations that upset you or trying to stop your progress because you've learned to trust yourself. I feel like it's almost like you don't have one foot in, one foot out. You've recognized, no, both my feet are in the water, and I'm going to move in a direction that makes sense to me or works for me. It's got, you know what I mean? Like nobody's going to trip up my thought process. Thank you for the super chat, Maureen. Somebody's like, I'm not letting anybody come in with their bullshit. When it comes to love, a lot of you fight for love situations, but emotionally know how to detach if they hurt you. If it doesn't balance out, or you feel like you're fighting for the strength or the happiness of a situation, you get truth and clarity before it ends, that it's going to end, that you're going to end up having to have a new beginning and not stress it. This is what a lot of you guys go through in your relationships. And I feel like it doesn't stop you from playing with where you want to go or how much you want to invest in yourself. I feel like it doesn't. I do feel like you've slowed down, though. I've slowed down. I haven't been as practical with opening up towards the dream state that I want to embark on. And a lot of it makes me feel like it's just about finding the pivot or the direction. Look at finding that direction. Not being upset about the things that didn't work out, and just still honoring that they can work out, or you can get everything you want to achieve. You may find somebody that helps you. This makes me feel like somebody might communicate or try to help you, or see your vision for what it is, and may want to help you get that goal. And it may not be somebody close to you. This may be somebody that you just fucking meet up with or match with. That it doesn't feel like it's somebody you deal with. It feels like somebody sees what you have to offer, and they want to help you succeed. Something like that for Scorpio. I don't know. That's what I've got so far. Here we go. Now we're going to read Sagittarius. How is everybody? Welcome in. It's cold down here. I can see my breath. That's fucking crazy. It's almost May. All right. Sagittarius. Here we go. What's the message for Sagittarius? A specific message for Sagittarius. Money, money, money. I just got to say what I feel for you. And I'm going to start real fast. A lot of you have been probably focused on making sure. Some of you are you're getting a read like somebody else got. Who got this? I don't remember what sign it was, but there was another sign that got something similar to this. Some of you are getting the victories with money and success, and some of you have been fighting to make sure you get there. Some of you are obtaining it, and some of you are trying your fucking damnedest to make sure you create all the abundant energy you need. And I feel these two cards make me feel like you're trying your damnedest to do it by yourself. Something about I'm doing it by myself. Look at the next card, it's you. And it's upright. You're probably trying to do this by yourself. You may not be in communication with anybody at this time. Somebody might have been worried about authorities. I don't usually pick up authority energy, but I got authority energy here with authorities or things, something getting in the way of your progress, stopping you. Somebody might have felt like they were going to get stopped. Don't focus on that. Focus on what you're fighting for. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Tracy. Somebody may have felt like, oh my God, shit's going to get in the way. Emotionally, I don't think that was what you're supposed to look at. You're supposed to look away from it. That's your card. Look away from it. This dude's looking the opposite way. If I show you these two cards, they're not looking at being emotionally stuck. They're looking at not letting things upset them. Don't get rattled kind of energy. Start to new beginnings. Trust the strength in the energy. Finally, you have trust the strength. Trust the outcome. Trust yourself. Emotionally, don't be stuck on situations that didn't work out. Let them go. Why is this here, though? Some of you may have felt like you've been at a distance with physical interactions, or the success of them like being available to you, or just being, you might not feel like you've had any good options. Something about the devil in the 8, you make me feel like I don't feel like I have any options around me, or I want any options. That's not, it's almost like not enticing to you, kind of, whatever. So you come off like, I would like to see a love offer come towards me, but I don't know if I would even pay attention to it. Because you give me this, I don't want to worry about it, or I'm too old for it. You give me this, I don't want to worry about it, or I'm too old for it. Bullshit energy is what I'm feeling. I don't know why I feel that way, but this is what I feel. Here we go. Maybe I'm too old for the problems, for the games, for feeling stuck, the hanged man, for trying to trust a situation to manifest that always turns into a pile of shit kind of energy. I feel like you've discovered that you would like to be happy and passionate and have celebrations, but at the same time, when it comes to balance, you don't see them coming towards you. You're trying not to stress about the endings, though, or you know not to because you've let them go. It tells me you let the endings go. You're okay with letting shit go. Somebody was afraid, though. Somebody was a little bit emotionally either unavailable or afraid of something happening, an outcome, a judgment. And it could have been with like somebody trying to make you look bad. Oof, what the fuck? I don't think that happened. I think you were afraid that it was going to happen. I feel like somebody was afraid that somebody was going to get the best of them in a situation. This is going to be a very specific message. I like the fucking title. Literally, this one's specific as fuck. Oh, shit. I mean, some of them might have been. I don't know. But whatever. The Tower, the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups. Clarify it. Sagittarius, clarify it. So when it comes to trust or change, you've not played or emotionally opened up. When it came to thinking or moving towards it, you just accepted to be on your own. You weren't going to invest anywhere. You said goodbye to that because it didn't feel right. You feel like you felt like unrequired love. It felt like I can't trust it. I don't know why I want to go, why I would want to deal with it. I don't want to be hurt again. You come off very, I'm not going to get hurt again. I'm not going to get hurt again energy. You're like, no, it's not fun. No, I'm not putting the investment in. It's not going to stress me out. But I would like to have balance in my life when it comes to work or victories. Or those are the things I'm trying to focus on over love. I'm trying to stay balanced with money, success, happiness. Success over stability versus moving towards love. Look at moving towards what? Love. Holy shit. Am I surprised? No. And she knows. She knows, she knows, she knows. Oh, baby. You fucking know that you're not putting the work and effort towards situations you've let go of that emotionally upset you or you had to disconnect from. You've accepted the situation to be part of your past and not to communicate, and you trust yourself. And now it's maybe time to start. What's the time to do now? Sagittarius. Maybe it's time to start going out. Start meeting new people. Maybe. I loved your reading. Your reading just came out so fucking naturally easy that it was like, I don't give a shit if it makes sense to fucking half a person, half a body. Like, it was good. It was good for me. Was it good for you? Anywho, I'm just being stupid. Anywho, more for Sagittarius. Here we go. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, little mama. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We need you guys. We need you, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Thank you, everybody that's come in and said hello. Knight of Swords. So you're about action and trusting the action that you go towards. You're about action and trusting the action that you go towards. Show me more for Sagittarius, please. Show me something. What is the message? It's got to jump. I'm not letting it. I don't want to. Oh, there you are. You have definitely made up your mind. This is going to make sense to the Sagittarius who's had to make up their mind with letting go. Letting go of a situation. I feel like time again you thought about if you should trust leaving it. Or whether it left you, if it was good to get away from it. I feel like time and time again that just kept resonating in your mind till you recognized I can't get stuck in this energy. I got to focus on my manifestations and fight for that direction. And I can't be upset about what didn't work out or what stopped. What didn't work out stopped. It's gone. Kind of energy didn't work out. I got to balance out my shit, and then I'll focus on my celebrations kind of energy. Then I'll put the work towards that shit. But right now, the past is going to be my burden, and I'm not even going to look back at it. You give me this. I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to think about it. I want to feel it. I want to focus on my kingdom, my success. And I think a lot of you, the issue is it isn't just about being successful or manifesting success or having enough abundance or money behind you. It's about what else haven't you invested in? Because this card was upright, and it was your last card, and now it's reversed. So I feel like the message is it may be time to start looking for that person and starting with the communication. Just telling you, maybe you got to make a decision. Maybe love is out there for you. Don't miss out on that victory that you could have. Don't waste too much fucking time. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You might miss the boat on that connection. Just putting it out there. Some of you guys had a falling out, and this may resonate, it may not. But just hear me out. Could have had a falling out with a Libra, a Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Leo. That's what it tells me. Might have had a falling out with one of those signs. There's your Libra, there's your Gemini, here's your Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Here's your fucking Leo. All right, let's go. Maybe Capricorn for some of you. You've got the 7 of Swords. Could have been another Libra or Aquarius, Gemini, whatever. If you didn't trust the situation, I feel like you moved on. And you've been putting a lot of work in, and you don't focus on it. I feel like it's not the thing you're supposed to be looking at or working towards focusing on or starting anew again with. It's almost as if whatever hurts you, you've accepted it, and now you want to open up towards something else. A lot of you, it has to do with your own security, your own abundant energy, your own money, saving money, having enough of everything. Some of you have focused or been more fascinated on health and money situations than focusing on love situations, is what it's telling me. Here we go. You've accepted the endings. It just doesn't make me feel like you've dove in towards the new beginnings. I feel like that's what you're supposed to start focusing on, because what comes up next is emotionally, it feels like you cut off from wanting to even invest. When the cards are telling me maybe it's time for you to become aware emotionally that the investment is out there. I feel like that you're supposed to hear that. The Knight of Cups, wait a minute. Some of you, it's about making a decision. Knight of Cups reversed. Some of you have been so emotionally at a distance with even trying to put work or effort or communication towards this. That's why you haven't seen anything change. That's why nothing's changed, because you haven't given it the option or the time. You haven't tried to work with it. It hasn't been a priority, or you haven't let it stress you out or focused on it. It hasn't been what you've kind of tried to scrutinize as your security. Your security or your own well-being and abundance has been what you've been focusing on. You've decided not to get stuck on communication or love, or worry about change, is what it tells me, and not to be upset why you do it. And you know that's probably what's going on. It tells me you may not have trusted a fire sign, air sign, water sign, whatever sign. You didn't think something was fighting for you, or you felt like something was looking at everything else but you. Something like that. Might have upset you for a while. I think you discovered that you could say goodbye to it or move on. You give me, I had to recognize a situation for what it was, and it wasn't making me happy, or it was affecting me mentally, emotionally, and making me feel unhealthy with it, or like it's not right for me. You come off like that. Okay. All right. All right. I hope that wasn't too harsh. A lot of people are probably like, fuck this guy. I don't care. I really don't care. You can't. Life's too short. And it's one of those situations where sometimes in life you've got to learn to understand your value, whether other people are willing to or not. There's a difference with using that in an egotistical way and actually knowing how to use it to your advantage. But not everybody wraps their mind around that correctly spiritually. I've learned that. I've learned a lot with this shit. Enough. More than enough. Here we go. Capricorn. My lovely Capricorns. Capricorn. Hey, Goodman. Welcome in. Hey, Scott. What's up, Nikki? Capricorn. Almost bent my card, Cappy. Somebody may be thinking about wanting to work with you or misses working with you. Could be a Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe a Libra, maybe an Aquarius. But I usually use my Magician card as Gemini. Page of Pentacles reversed. Something didn't work out. Strength card reversed. Definitely could have been Saggy, Leo, or Gemini, or Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Earth sign like yourself. Something didn't work out. I feel like something became distance. I feel like what happened is the work between the two people became distant. I feel like you stopped worrying about the whole situation. I feel like the other person worries about the situation. It's definitely an air sign. Or it's an air sign energy around you. Clarify it. Clarify this. Clarify that for fuck. Capricorn. I almost said Libra or Gemini. And there's Libra. And Libra. What else is a Judgment reversed? Or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So you became at a distance. Somebody was upset, or you both were upset that the communication stopped, the passion stopped, the dealing with each other. It stopped. Balance and judgment. And you both went cold. You both went cold on each other, but your emotions were still there. Somebody was waiting on somebody to come towards them. Somebody was waiting. They might have been waiting forever or waiting longer than they expected. Clarify that. Let's see where this goes. Capricorn's energy, please. Specific message. Somebody thinks about you or wants to start again with you. Whether they admit it or they don't admit it, somebody has got you on their mind. Somebody sees you as a victory. I'm going to tell you the truth here. Somebody feels like you are that new risky beginning or that beginning they want to go after. And I feel like I'm picking up the energy that they can't even admit it to themselves if that's what they want. But you know what I'm saying? Like they would pretend like you could tell them the sky is blue. They'd say, no, it's gray. And it's like, bitch, the sky's blue. Look up. You know what I mean? And they tell you it's gray. Somebody wants the investment. Or they miss investing with you. Definitely could be an air sign. You have air sign, fire sign, air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Star card, maybe a fucking Aquarius. You have King of Wands reversed, maybe Sagittarius or Leo. fuck you. Air again, the Hierophant. They were cut out. You guys moved away from each other. The energy got away. Somebody's tried to trust leaving it alone. Maybe it was a Virgo for some of you. Knight of Cups. Somebody gives a lot of thought to this, or if they should move towards like opening up emotionally to an offer. I feel like they're trying to not focus on it. They're trying not to focus on you. They're trying not to look in your direction. And they might be having a hard time emotionally in life and still wanting to look at something that emotionally they're attached to. And it's you. It's you. That's what it's telling me. Here we go. They're having a hard time making decisions or knowing what to pay attention to or play with. The Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever the fuck. Here we go. Let's go. Can you trust this person? Let's ask the question. I would say no. I would say no. The tarot says no. I feel like you're supposed to build in a different direction and leave that shit behind. I feel like you're supposed to bring in brand new communication, because that old situation that you've already stopped letting hurt you is supposed to let you find new communication that's going to value you, that's going to honor you for who you are, for what you have to offer, not give you some fake love. This just makes me feel like they don't live that close to you. I don't know what the fuck. Any moving card, I feel like they're not that close to you. You're not fucking neighbors. They're not 5-10 minutes away. They're further away than that. They could be struggling with their own happiness right now, or their emotions. They could be struggling with their own happiness, what they're going to invest in, or their emotions. It's definitely what they're going to invest in. They're very unaware right now of what to do or what to invest in. Could be Gemini. Could definitely be Gemini. Could be a Leo. Cancer. I mean, maybe a Cancer. But I'm going to stick with Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Maybe a Libra. Fuck it. I don't care. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody won't admit to you that they want a new beginning, or they think about a new beginning with you. Capricorn, somebody has you on their fucking mind. They do. When it comes to communication, what's going on? They've tried to be patient with coming towards you, or wondering if it makes sense to or if you would even listen or value them, or if you would accept the emotional exchange. This is about getting, if they reach out, will you take on their emotional situations? Will you cheer them up? Are they coming at you for the right reasons or the wrong reasons? Because that's what we're going to ask next. Oh, why not? Let's find out. Thank you, Mary. Here we go. You are so on point. Here we go. Are they coming at you for the right reasons? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Are they coming at Capricorn for the right reasons? Yes or no? No. Hell no. Why are they coming at Capricorn? They want communication. They're in their head about the situation. And they also feel like you work hard. Feel like you're a hard worker and you get what you want. So they want some of it. Somebody wants some of what you got. Somebody likes your magic. And they're upset. They're very upset. Emotionally, they're deterred. Or they're not getting what they a lot of the investment they've put down. Or they like the idea of investing with you. They may have held back on coming towards you, or how you would respond to it, or if you would take it on or move towards them or away from them. I think that worries them, that you wouldn't reciprocate, or you wouldn't give them the time of the day, that you'd say, fuck this shit. I feel like they don't like that. It stresses them out. They know this. They try not to look at you or pay attention to what you're doing. If something about all eyes on you. But at the end of the day, can you trust the situation? You tell me. Can you trust this situation? Because that's a fucking clear no. You can't trust the situation. You got to trust the power of change. If you think about it, I think you'll all grow the love offer or the acceptance of what had happened. Not stress about something coming in at you half-ass, because this is half-ass. You won't have that. You'll say, no, this already ended. This didn't work. Remember, we went different ways for a reason. This isn't going to create a passion, out of the blue. It's not going to bring the abundance or the balance that I'm looking for. It's just going to bring in more pain that we've already went through. And I think you're like, no, I don't want to look at that. I want to look away from it. I think you know. And if the person tried to come in, what would happen? You wouldn't be emotionally available, it says. You wouldn't be emotionally available or keen or open. It says you wouldn't be emotionally available or open to take the risk with them. It's almost like you wouldn't want to. You don't want to be stressed out, and you've accepted that it's gone. The death card reversed, and you've minded your business. You've minded your business, put in work and effort into your own shit, your own life. You've let go. So you let go and somebody else hasn't. This is not going to be everybody's, but this is the specific reading. So whoever this resonates with, I hope it makes sense and you appreciate it for what it is. Just take it. If it resonates, maybe if this one doesn't, maybe the next one will for the Capricorns out there. But this is the story I see for Capricorn. All right. Here we go. It's been a long time since I've seen, I always like when the last card out is your card and it's upright. And the ones who usually do that is Leo sometimes. Gemini did it like a year or two ago. Scorpio did it for a fucking hot minute. Certain signs have done it. Capricorn, you just did it. Where it's like, I'm talking to you, I'm talking about your situation, or the energy around you, and then you show up at the end, like, there you go. Here we go. Capricorn. The specific message for you. Move these out of the way. My elbow hurts. I need this fucking chair. I need like elbow pads. Putting too much weight on my elbows. Here we go. The specific message for Capricorn. Okay. Why does it start out like that? What the fuck? I don't know. Here we go. I want to know. Clarify that card. Show me something. What do you got? Please show me something. Capricorn. Somebody's not over you. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Somebody's not over you. It's the same bullshit again. Somebody still has you still have somebody's heart. Or somebody's still emotionally, I almost feel like they're emotionally unavailable, but they're aware that they're emotionally attached to you. Even though there's no work or effort being put into it. I just don't get it. Somebody hasn't let you go. You have somebody hasn't let you go. Whoever this is, I don't give a fuck what sign it is. They're very back and forth with do I go towards you? Do I not go towards you? Are they going to come towards me or should I go towards them? That's how they come across to me. They're very back and forth on like, do I have this new beginning? Do I manifest this? Do I accept what had happened? Or do I go after it? I feel like they don't know. They're unsure. They give me, I'm unsure if I want to jump towards this emotionally. They're so fucking back and forth. They wouldn't even know they fucking probably forget if they put underwear on. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on. They think about it all the fucking time. It's a shoulda, coulda, woulda reading. This is a shoulda, coulda, woulda reading. Somebody's shoulda, coulda, woulda with you. I shoulda, coulda, woulda with you. Why didn't I? And they know that that's where their feelings lie. They think about the fucking shit all the time. Balance, structure, with what could have happened that they didn't move towards, or you didn't move towards them. Why is this investment card here? Go to the bottom. Somebody feels like they should have trusted going towards you. I don't know how else to put this. Somebody feels like they should have trusted going towards you. Clarify anything you want for Capricorn. That's the judgment. Judgment just came out. I'm being a whistleblower. Somebody that it didn't work out could definitely be a fucking water sign, fire sign, air sign, earth sign, whatever sign. Somebody's looking at a situation that didn't work out. They're stressed about it. And now they're thinking, man, maybe I should have went after that. Maybe that was my happy emotional fulfillment. Maybe that was what I was supposed to put work and effort towards. Because they think that you did love them. They feel like you did love them. Somebody fucked it up with you. That's what it's telling me. Somebody fucked it up with you. And they weren't giving you enough. They weren't telling you how they felt. What? They weren't telling you how they felt. It was very back and forth. That makes me feel like it was friendly, or they were being friendly. They weren't inviting you in all the way when they, in their imagination, it was too much of a struggle or a fake reality, but they were emotionally stuck on you. They were emotionally invested in you. I'm done. The Hangman. They had passion, and they know that they know they liked you. They would be lying if they said they would be lying if they said they didn't. Why is the ending here? Communication. This is how you'll know. This is how you'll know who the fuck I'm talking about. So it ended. You both kind of were upset about the situation. You both discovered, like, I can let it go. I don't have to focus on it. Somebody talked to somebody. Somebody reached out. They talked for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they were gone again. Gone again. Came in, talked a little bit. All of a sudden they're gone again. No, what happened? Things were starting to look up, and now why are we talking? Why are we working it out? Where are you? Kind of energy. I'm telling you, it definitely could have been earth sign, water sign, any fucking sign. Earth, water, fire. I've got earth. You have earth energy, you have water energy, and air energy. Definitely an earth sign, water sign, or air energy. Somebody got cut out. Somebody got cut out from a situation. Somebody wasn't looking at a situation that like that, or was telling themselves they weren't. Because they were trying to pretend like that's not how they were viewing the situation. They didn't trust that things would work out, but they couldn't stop wanting to play in that avenue or play in your sandbox. I'm done. You might have made them feel very strong, determined, or happy. Something about strength card in the sun card. This came out in another reading. It might have been Leo's. So maybe they were dealing with another person. But whatever the fuck happened, you gave them, you made them feel rejuvenated. The sun and the strength makes me feel like you made them feel like they had a purpose or they mattered. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like they were I feel like they were stringing you. You were being strung along. You have a strung along energy here. Whatever the fuck that's about. Somebody was stringing you along, or just didn't know what the fuck they wanted. Couldn't make up their fucking mind. Or their feelings. It's their mind or their feelings, or both. Give me something else for Capricorn, and we're moving on. Temperance, balance, and it's what ruined, it's what blocked the happiness for you. For you, or for the both of you. Maybe the growth. Look at this, temperance. Did somebody get sick of wondering if they could trust a situation, or if it was ever going to show them happiness or tell them the truth? Because at the end of the day, I think you got to a position where it was like, this isn't healthy. This isn't happening. I wanted to see something work, but this person's not showing me the love. They're not communicating what I think I know about them, and it's that they love me. You were aware of it. I feel like you were very aware of this situation. And I feel like you got sick of being strung along or being played with. So you had to say goodbye or not get upset, or you just couldn't be upset anymore. This was you saying, I can't be upset. I can't be upset about this anymore. You know what? They want to come towards me. They want to show me offers or show me that they care. But then again, it's like when I want to try to push the envelope or somebody wasn't doing enough. It's fucking a weird one. Here we go. And you discovered it. And that's why there's no communication. But now they want to communicate. So that you don't communicate, and now that you don't communicate, they can't get over the fact that you guys aren't talking. That's what it tells me. They also may not like the idea of you being happy somewhere else. That's not for all of you, but that's for some of you. They may not like the idea of somebody else getting you, and they may know that about themselves. They may not want to see you get the victory, especially if they can't get what they want or if they don't think they're going to get what they want. Anything else? I don't think they were ever going to change. I just asked the question, were they ever going to change? Everything came out in reverse. Other than the Emperor. Was this ever going to change? Was it ever going to be a new beginning or emotional thing of a strong investment? Something that's not stressful that you don't have to walk away from? No. This is a fuck no. 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 In the wheel. No. It's probably why you had to let go, start working on new beginnings. Let go of endings and work on new beginnings or new emotional options. Know that that was the right judgment or outcome for you. The new beginnings. I'm done. I am so fucking done. I feel like you had to lead with your heart and say goodbye or leave it at a distance. Recognize that it's not the investment. You give me this. It's not what I thought it was. And that's why I had to say goodbye. Or I couldn't trust the bitch. So I can't be emotionally invested in a situation that wants to bring in false pretenses or false love. I have to say goodbye to it. It's not worth the burden or, or fucking with my imagination or making me feel like it could be a 10 and a 10, complete happiness that never shows up or ever emotionally commits, never emotionally fully invests in the changes of the situation. Just comes in, makes me feel like I should trust it, makes me feel like I can't trust it, makes me stuck, makes me try not to be upset or focus on my own stability, just to be unbalanced again. Then when they communicate, then all of a sudden it's like we're talking, and then all of a sudden you're nowhere in sight. There's no happiness. There's no more communication. So why am I going to put the work towards that? You're not. I don't think you're meant to. I don't think you're meant to at all. I think you're meant to leave it in the past. Some of you have come to that hard truth of realization is what it's telling me. Is how I feel. How you guys like the new tarot? You like this Neon Rider tarot? Is it making any sense to any Capricorns or any signs out there? I hope so. Man, I feel like I gave you like a fucking bonus message. This shit was long as hell. All right. Aquarius. I'm going to do Aquarius. How is everybody? Welcome in. Aquarius. No, it's too early. I'm not taking these yet. What do we got for you? The specific message for Aquarius. Okay, I'll take those though. Why? Why would that be? Oh, your messages you have messages. It just tells me you're not moving towards anybody. A lot of you Aquariuses are like, you guys, people can't find you. You guys have like disappeared. What the fuck? When it comes to like changes or being able to be available, I don't feel like you've kind of jumped down that avenue yet. I don't feel like you've chased the passion, the openness with a person. I don't think you've kind of balanced out, I don't think you've tested the waters, balanced it out, done any of it yet. I think you just let endings be endings, focused on your own structure and stability. I don't see you communicating with anybody or making the decision to even emotionally rush towards that yet. But I do feel like your message, you're probably supposed to get ready to do that, because I feel like it's just because you haven't. Something about just because you haven't. Clarify this. You know that you haven't. You think about it. try to be strong on your own and very independent. You try to be and you're probably a lady. You try to be very independent and not let the past or the things that didn't work out upset you. You try the fucking damnedest to keep that energy behind you. Behind you. They're not looking backwards. They're moving forwards. Clarify anything. Aquarius, please. The world. You've accepted things that didn't work out, but you haven't put an effort towards things going forward. Kind of stay standing still. Maybe you just haven't found an offer, like a love offer, or been handed one yet, or had the opportunity. So this makes me feel like you just haven't had something come towards you yet. Temperance that you could trust or would invest in. I feel like it just hasn't been in front of you, or you haven't been in front of it. That's it. I just get like you ain't went looking for it, and you feel like it ain't looking for you. Whatever the fuck that's about. I'm done. Here we go. You're here. You've put a lot of faith and effort and respect and trust in yourself. And I feel like if somebody came at you and you didn't trust them, something about the devil reversed, you not trusting to work with them, you were okay with it. It might have been hard to admit that you were okay or finally be okay, but eventually I feel like you were okay. I get this over time. You were okay. I feel like you pretended like you were okay before you were, though. And I feel like some of you need to hear that. The King of Wands, because you wanted this to be, you wanted truth and clarity or passion. You wanted it to work out, to take the risk. I don't think it did. I don't think you got what you were looking for. Queen of Cups, I feel like you became at a distance from the situation, very distant from it. You might have discovered emotionally that it was upsetting until you stopped focusing on it or pouring any thought or emotions towards it completely. It might have made you kind of humbled and focus on your victories. You also might have felt like the person was lying to you. What's here? So it might have pushed you kind of on the fence about rushing towards the next best thing. Some of you have kind of held back from wanting to communicate with the next relationship or even play with it. That's what it tells me. Rush towards it or play with it. Aquarius, what's up? It made you shut the lights off. I don't understand why it did that. Like, whatever you dealt with, it makes me feel like it made you shut the lights off. Like when it came to love. Like, that light's out. I'm not searching for it. I'm not looking for it. I'm not investing in it. It's over. I'm done. You're just like, I'm done kind of energy. This is not going to be my problem, my investment. I'll work on other things. It's how you feel. You also may have felt like you couldn't trust people around you. Give me this. I couldn't trust people. Oh my God, magician reversed. You couldn't trust people around you. Emotionally, you were tired, upset, and you were like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I letting things upset me for? I just need to focus on my own investments and put the work and energy in that. That's how you come across. And I can't be stressed out. You might have been stressed out about career or situations for a little while, but you're not anymore. You're probably not speaking to anybody. You're probably single. And you're not looking for love, it tells me, or worried about the investment. I feel like if you're not looking for it, I almost feel like the message I'm supposed to give to you is maybe it's time to look for the new horizons, beginnings, to give in to letting go of what had happened that you've already done, but moving towards something that can happen. That feels very, very like I need to say it. Just feel like I need to say whatever, because I don't feel like you've taken action towards that. I feel like you've it's over. Emotionally, you may be emotionally at a distance. You may not want to stress about it or worry about if it's going to bring in happiness, or if it's going to be your imagination, or if it's just going to be there 1 minute and gone the next. I got to go a little deeper for you. Clarify anything else for Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius, please? Let's see what we got. Show me something else. Continue. Just continue. You don't want to be stressed out with what? Things not working out. Getting truth and clarity that if you take the risk, when it comes to being happy in a love situation, being emotionally invested, that you got to let it go. That you got to let it go. It's almost as if Aquarius is kind of backed off completely. They don't want to be hurt. They don't want to deal with a situation that starts and stops, or that they have to let go of, that they're emotionally invested in. And they know that. You know that. Maybe having a hard time trusting that something could be there for you, and like inevitably that it could work out. That may not be. I'm done. Somebody's having a hard time trusting the victory. I'm fucking over this reading. You might need to discover that you can have it. You might need to have that hard learning. You might need to start on that new beginning. You may need to really trust not only yourself, but the outcome that has not yet found you, or you have not yet went after or looked for. Hold on. Show me something. I'm done. What do you got to trust? You got to trust me. You got to trust yourself, because that's what the tarot says. Trust yourself, baby. I'm done. Because passionately, you haven't been making decisions that will emotionally uplift you. You've been staying at a distance from them and not communicating with them. And you're a woman. Could be a guy doing it, but I feel like I'm definitely reading a lady Aquarius that needs to go towards change, and being available. She needs to become available. She's been leaving things out for too long. She hasn't been going towards balance. She hasn't been going towards him. She hasn't. No, she hasn't. She hasn't accepted any offers or even looked at them. She's not hurt anymore, but she's not fighting for that either anymore. Her imagination's open about being happy, but I don't feel like she's putting the effort, something about effort towards emotionally starting again with action, when that's what you're supposed to do, the new beginning. Or you're supposed to at least think about or give a little bit more practicality towards the opportunity or option. Something like that. Hold up. Anything else? And then we'll go to the other tarot. She's trying to be strong on her own. She's trying not to stress. She knows what she's been doing. She knows she's been stuck. She knows she hasn't been moving forward. When it comes to, I bet you love's going to show up within an investment. She has been moving in, definitely with an investment. What are you thinking about? The outcome, or if you move towards it, is it going to be something that's a waste of time? Is it going to end? That's what she thinks about. I hate to say this, but that's what she thinks about. She thinks about it falling apart before it can start, and that's what's stopping her. Wow. I feel like that's the message. And I feel like it's not something you're supposed to stay stuck in. Whoever this is for is having a really hard time letting that go and going after, like, being happy, with somebody. Somebody out there could also feel like there's other things in their way. There could be an Aquarius that feels like there's other people that are in their way of that happiness outside of themselves, whoever the fuck that's for. Don't worry about the burdens. Don't be stressed out about situations, but you may need to focus on the one thing you're not committing to, and it's opening up towards love. Your reading is like, holy fuck nuts. I don't know what to tell you. Your reading is like, shit, get off the pot kind of energy. I don't get it. I do get it, but I don't get it. I feel like my words don't mean shit. I feel like I could sit here till I turn fucking purple and fall over on the floor dead, and you still might not change. Are you willing to change? Do you want to change? Or are you happy where you are? And I feel like until you respect and honor that within inside of yourself, nothing's going to change. That may not be everybody's reading, but that's the reading it's showing up. God damn. It may not be all y'all's, but I feel like you're just not putting in any effort, and you have like no enthusiastic energy towards it. You may not want to get hurt again. That might be the big secret. Some of you just may not want to be hurt again. I don't know. That's what I'm like that. Like, I feel like you can't think about what you've been through or what's coming up, but you can be available for things to happen. Because I feel like that's what's necessary for you. This isn't going to be everybody's energy. I get that. But if you're in an energy like that and you're having a hard time doing anything with it, maybe the words or the tarot will help. Maybe. Anyways, let's keep going. Ace of Pentacles. This is still Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles. What is here? So you're very work-oriented. You're not communicating with whoever you communicated with last, whoever that's for. Whoever it didn't work out with, it could have been a water sign, definitely could have been a water sign or an earth sign, maybe an air sign. Whoever it was, you're just not putting any work towards them or focus on them at all. At all. Nope. What's going on emotionally? I feel like emotionally you're trying to stay invested in the things that you focus on, like the investments around you. I feel like you're trying to keep things close to home and close to heart is how I perceive you. When you come to thinking towards a celebration, I don't think you know if you're ready for that. I feel like you come off like you want the risk with like of happiness, but when it comes to going towards it, I think it's still something you kind of you're back and forth on emotionally if it's right for you or if it's gonna bring in balance or happiness. Why? It tells me you would like passion and excitement and adventure or things to propel forward, but when it comes to love or going towards it, you're very back. You almost feel like you don't know if you can trust playing with it or if it's gonna make you happy. Look at you don't trust it. You don't trust it. When it comes to balance and making decisions, you try to be okay not being attached to love situations. You've tried to be patient, like it's not something you want to put work and effort towards. I just feel like you've been at an emotional, some of you, and this is a hard message. It's telling me some of you have been at an emotional distance with making judgments or new beginnings that you want to move towards with your heart. And has it had something to do with things that didn't work out? Things that didn't give you this victory? Because I feel like what didn't work out isn't supposed to stop you. Isn't supposed, maybe for a little while, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't invest in moving towards something else or somebody else. But that's going to be something that you have to decide. That's how I'm ending this. That'll be something that Aquarius, male, woman, needs to make up their minds for themselves. That does feel like you're very single, by the way. That feels like I couldn't have been reading your love life. If that made sense in a love situation, I don't know how the fuck I pulled that off, but maybe I you have to tell me in the comments because I have no fucking clue. But no, it felt like a very single person who is just not doing it. You just give me this. You give me a, like, if I had to say it the way you would say it, it'd be, what's the point? What's the point? That's how you make me feel. Whatever. I don't know what else to say. Okay. All right. We're going to do Pisces in about 2 seconds. Okay. Whew. You took a lot out of me, Aquarius. I'm like out of breath. It's probably the cigarettes. Here we go. All right, Pisces. I can't believe I skipped Gemini. Here we go, Pisces. I gotta stop skipping them. Ooh. You couldn't trust somebody. You couldn't trust somebody, so what did you do? Did you just have to let it go? You had to let it go. You had to let that. It could have been an air or fire sign. Right out the rip. Right out the gate. Could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Couldn't trust a bitch. Sorry. You ain't trusted. I'm not putting the work and effort with you. That's done. Show me more. Pisces. Show me the specific message for Pisces. I don't think I almost get the energy. This just makes me feel like you knew you couldn't put the investment in something you wanted to invest in, but you also recognized I can't invest in something, and it was hard for you to make sure that you stayed away. That gives me, I had a hard time not being stuck. You might have wanted communication at one point. You might have known that you did too. So you recognized, what am I fucking doing? I need to have a new beginning or just wait for a new beginning. You give me a waiting energy. The Queen of Wands energy, I can't be stressed out about the situation anymore. Definitely could have been Queen of Wands, Empress, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It wasn't the right investment for you. It wasn't going to make you happy. Your message is straight to the fucking point. It wasn't going to be the right investment. It wasn't going to make you happy. It was fool's gold. It was fake money. It was fake love. Here we go. That's why it ended. The World card. And it definitely could have been a fire sign, air sign, earth sign. Maybe a Capricorn for some of you. I feel like they were trying to promise you everything. I don't trust this person. Let's see what you get. See what you get. Show more. Specific for Pisces, please. It's got to jump. They were coming in or trying to offer you a cup. It might have, you give me an energy that they may have seemed like they were going to be somebody that was worthwhile, or that it would have worked out. That just gives me an energy where you thought it was going to work out until it didn't work out, until it was done. It was at a distance. Until you trusted that's what it needed to be, until you discovered it. What is Pisces trying to manifest right now? Some of you, it's letting go or getting a brand new start and a victory in that start, being emotionally receptive. Some of you aren't going to dive into anything right away. King of Wands reversed. You'll put more work and effort and love into yourself before you rush towards anything. A lot of it's because of the past, or how you felt like it was blindsiding you, or how you felt might have felt a little emotionally manipulated by a person. Or like if you had invested in any deeper, you would have just been more upset. You'll know who this is because the communication was in and out. Here we go. What's going on? Definitely were either a fire, air sign, earth sign. It was fire, air, earth sign that was coming in like they love you, like they wanted to invest in you. But then all of a sudden, they stopped emotionally showing up, or it started wearing your patience, or emotionally make you feel like they were unavailable, or you just didn't hear from them, some shit like that. So what did you do? I think you recognized, you know what? I put enough time and effort and thought into something. I've become practical. I'm starting to use my logic over my feelings. And I'm not going to be somebody's imagination or trust a situation that's not coming towards me is what I think is going to show up. That's not communicating with you. That's not, when it comes to socially or emotionally coming towards you, what's going on? They're not coming towards you. They're not taking the risks. The last card is the risks card. So you might have been in a situation with something where you wanted to go towards it, or wanted it to come towards you. It feels a little bit of both. I get like both, like you wanted to go towards it, or you wanted to come towards you, or you might have talked about that, but it never ended up happening, whether it did once or it was going to happen again or something like that. What the fuck? Let's give you some more, Pisces. Keep going. Give a Pisces a little bit more. So what we got? We got the other deck to use too for you, Pisces. Specific message for Pisces. Anything that needs to show up. Somebody was very back and forth, whether it was you or them. Somebody was back and forth on going towards it. They didn't know if they wanted to move towards it or get away from it. This happened for a while. That might have happened for several months, being like unsure of what to do. Whatever. I feel like your answer was not to move towards it or trust it. I feel like you came to that conclusion or energy acceptance happening. I feel like that's what happened. Let me show you the next two cards on the bottom. I feel like at points you've looked at it like, man, it was too much, until you stop focusing on it. I think you know that they didn't love you. I think you know that they were love bombing you. Somebody was getting love bombed. And I think Pisces got hip to recognizing it. That's what it makes me feel like. It feels like something stopped. When it came to going towards it with a celebration or getting balance or communication, emotionally, you were getting upset. Could have been over another water sign, fire sign, air sign, definitely. Air, fire, water, maybe earth, whatever. Whoever this was, they weren't showing up. They weren't playing. They weren't playing. They were just making things harder, making you think the investment was there when, again, it was not coming towards you. They weren't taking the risks towards you. They weren't moving towards you or speaking with you or showing true love. It just wasn't showing up. They weren't showing up the way you would want a person to show up that loves you. And I think you identified the fuck out of it. Over time, I think you recognized it. Maybe that's why it was like, what am I fighting for something that I wanted growth or expansion with? It just keeps upsetting me. It just keeps upsetting me or make me think too fucking much. Like, what's going to happen? Am I investing in the right thing or am I not? And I think you got tired of thinking or feeling that way, mentally thinking that way. Definitely, you get a lot of fire and water energy. Some of you could have been a Capricorn, or you just recognized it was an unhealthy situation, or it was never going to come to existence or expand. Something about that devil makes me feel like it was never going to expand or be played with to where it was going to make you feel emotionally like it's bringing in that happy home or abundant energy that you were craving, that you wanted to trust, that you could trust to build with. I feel like it sucked to become aware of it until you recognized or had truth and clarity in action, that it wasn't a victory for you, that it was an ending that was going to happen and it was going to be part of your past, that you were going to have to manifest a different beginning, a different foundation, even if it takes a little while before you see it. Something like that. For Pisces, we're going to give you the other tarot. I hope you guys are all enjoying these, and I appreciate your time and energy. Here we go. Specific message for Pisces. Zodiac sign of Pisces. What do you want me to say, Pisces? Okay, I'm giving you those. Ooh, it definitely could have been a water, fire sign energy. Somebody was struggling to come towards you or open up. Some of you, I feel like what had happened here, some of you wanted to go towards this. Oh, this is crazy. Some of you felt so like you felt attached to them or physically attracted to them, like, or you just missed the physical connection and wanted the new beginning that badly. I don't think that worked. I think it eventually faded. The happiness didn't show up. You stopped playing with it, or they stopped contact. The contact ended. You ended it, or they ended it. Somebody ended contact. There's no more contact. The sun's gone. I feel like you started to invest in yourself or make better decisions around your own energy. I feel like this is what you decided. I think you started to identify, I'd rather get balance and be strong and move in that direction than fall for a situation that when I look at it, it's emotionally unavailable. It makes me feel like it wants me 1 minute, and then the next minute, where the fuck is it? So I think you said no. I think you decided, no, I'm not going to be upset anymore. And I can trust my decision that this isn't for me, that this has got to stop. And I do think you might have communicated with them more than, I don't think you let it go the first hiccup. I just feel like this went back and forth. It went back and forth. Started, and then you didn't trust it. They didn't trust you, or you let it go. Somebody let it go. Somebody didn't invest or believe that it was going to be the right mental decision, or in time that the investment, they're going to end up walking away anyway. I think it made you really honor investing emotionally in yourself and recognizing I can't work with this situation because I don't know what the fuck this person really wants. Do they want me? Do they want to be manifesting with me? Are they trying to move towards me? You know, is it me? What do they want? You have this what do they want energy. And I don't think you were getting the communication you were looking for or the balance. It makes me feel like you learned that. You learned that, you saw that, you felt that. You seen it, you felt it. All of your senses told you. It's what I'm feeling like. And you couldn't be stuck in that fucking energy. I feel like you were like, nope. I think it came to a point where it was like, you know what? Nothing's fucking happening. Nothing's changing. And this is too fucking in and out. And I don't want that in my life. I feel like you recognize I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be here for you when you need me. And then when I need you, I can't find you. I can't find you, or I don't know what you're investing in, or if you're investing somewhere else, or if you're still attached to a different Maybe a fucking ex or a previous marriage, or still not out of a marriage, some shit like that. Some of you just recognize I'd rather be alone and trust myself and leave this alone, and maybe put more work and effort in what I'm capable of. Some of you might have something about career, or more of making career moves or focusing on career. It could be something a high desire or nature for you this year. Because when it comes to love, I don't think you trust going towards love, or you just don't come like you want to be open towards it right now. Like it doesn't make sense right now. And I don't think it's the last person. I think it's just a decision that you've made. I think at first it felt like it was the last person, but you came across to the thought or feelings, it ain't the last person. This is what I want. Something like that. I'll give you a little bit more. See what we get. Huh. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Specific message to the zodiac sign of Pisces. Make it very specific. King of Cups upright. Show me what you want to say. Ooh. Some of you, it was about knowing to make a decision, judgment, or allowing something to be what it is. When it came, you come off with the King of Cups, then you come out with the Balance card. It's almost like you were very emotionally open to get balance with a situation, trying to be strong, but it feels like you were never decided. So what did you decide? Well, if they're not going to decide in me or show up for me or build with me in a love situation, I'm going to move away from this. Because why? Because it's not going to make me happy. Because I know that this isn't the correct celebration that's going to bring in the right investment. I feel like a lot of you are now at a crossroads where you're waiting for a new beginning, but you still might have a little bit of fear with going towards a new beginning, or honestly, even wanting to have the imagination or the trust behind something about imagination and trust with these two cards. Trusting it, not to have the same outcome or be a problem, be problematic. And I feel like you're trying to be okay with being on your own and knowing that, well, I couldn't trust that, but I don't have to stop being. I might have had a hard time did you just come off like I had a hard time releasing it? I did learn from it. I did get at a distance from it. I did move away from it though. But now I don't know if I would want to, I don't think I'm ready for anything else right now. You're not upset about it. It says as much anytime you think about being passionate or having passion or discovering it, it just tells me you're not looking at it or going kind of rushing. I don't feel like you're rushing towards it at all. And I think you're very Ace of Swords. I think you know that. You have I've accepted this. I've accepted that it wasn't for me, or that it wasn't fulfilling me. I wasn't being fulfilled. I wasn't happy. So the world, completion. So I had to say goodbye. I had to let it go. I had to accept. You have an acceptance reading. I do accept the situation for what it was. Because when it came to getting communication from this person, you couldn't trust it. And I feel like it had to do with it was more talk than progress. Talk, no fucking progress. And that's why you couldn't trust it. You got tired of waiting it too. Some of you got tired of waiting. Could have been a fire, air, or water sign, whatever. Whether it was a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whatever sign it was. I feel like you decided, you know what? It's not for me. Or emotionally, I don't want to move towards a situation that's not communicating with me or putting any effort in. I feel like you made that decision that I'm not playing with this. Whether it's an air, fire sign, water sign, earth sign, whatever sign this is. I feel like you discovered I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to fight for a situation that when I want action or communication or solution, balance, it's not showing up. That's why it's behind you. It doesn't make me feel like it wants me to tell you where you're going in love. I'm still going to try to ask the question just before we end this because I'm curious as fuck. Where they're going in love. Show me where Pisces is going in love. What's going to happen in love in the future for Pisces? You're going to have to trust the shit out of whatever you walk into. Here we go. This first card out. What's going on with love for Pisces in the future? You're going to have to trust change or committing to that things will be different. That'll be a big factor for you. When you go I also feel like starting again will be something that you're going to need to kind of work towards. Show me something. I just don't think you're going to rush into anything, though. I get you won't rush into things. I don't think you want things to make you upset again, unhappy. You just come off like, nope. I've already made up my mind that I'm not even going to move in that direction or worry about that. Hold on. Show me something about love for them. You're going to get an offer or you will find somebody that you are emotionally attached to. I just don't think it's going to be like very soon. I feel like it's going to take its time. I don't feel like it's giving me a time frame. It just feels like you're not moving towards it now, but you'll have the opportunity. You come off where I do feel like what you might not be looking towards or working with right now, investing in fully with love or victories, I do feel like it will come around. What goes around comes around energy. I feel like you'll be busy doing your own thing, and then this will come towards you, the offer. Hold on. Clarify that card and why it's there. It just doesn't feel like you're going to move towards it for a while. I feel like Pisces is going to stay single or at a distance from love for a minute. I can't pick up where you're going in love right now. In the future, potentially, but right now it's not letting me do it. I'm trying to read too many people's energy, and it doesn't feel like you're attached to rushing towards love. I can't tell you like you're not. That's a no. With the wheel and that's not moving towards something. Very disciplined. You will have the opportunity again, though. I can tell you that much. You will have something that doesn't upset you in the future too. You just have to find it. I have to find it or it has to find me. Because right now it doesn't show up that way. Right now what I see passion and communication will happen. This tells me yes, probably will happen. It's not here right now. It's got to be discovered. It's got to be discovered. That perfect counterpart, that person that's going to put a smile on your face, the person that's going to make you happy. I just feel like you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait before anything changes emotionally or before you even move towards it. Why? It's the past? No. What is it? I feel like you're going to wait because you want to make sure whatever you start up sticks around. You want it to keep going, like the investment to stay. You want to be able to trust it. And if you can't trust it, you're not really going to go towards it or accept an offer. You've already been in a position that hurt. Your imagination may be wanting to play or be strong and go towards love, but I don't see you doing it for a while. Because I don't feel like you think it suits your needs or you might not trust it right now. Some of you, it's like I don't trust it. Or I want to put more trust and effort in myself more than I want to put anything into anything else. Like you're not really, you just come off like I can't trust it right now. Hold on a second, everyone. I don't know if I dropped one. I feel like I dropped one. I don't see one. Get out of the way. All right. No. Why did it feel like it fell in my lap? I'm going to have to count all these cards. No, I did feel like I hit it though. All right. Hopefully it made sense. I couldn't pick up what's going to happen. I could pick up that you'll get an offer in the future, but I don't feel like you're going to jump like fucking over fences and shit, barbed wire, going after this offer. I just don't see that fucking happening. I feel like it's going to be a little while before you maybe it's a matter of trust going towards it. I don't know. It's kind of get on my nerves that it won't tell me anything. I want to know, but it's all good. Here we go. Trust. You keep getting trust, not be upset. Some of you, it's about not being upset of where you've been and about taking on the next offer, not letting the past be a problem. You will take on an offer. I can see you doing that, being aware that you will, or it'll move towards you. You'll have it, but you're gonna have to, I'm telling you, you're gonna have to wait. Temperance card. It's not, the development is not here yet. And I think if it showed up right now, you wouldn't trust it anyway, or know if you want to work with it or get away from it. You might just need more time before you open up emotionally towards love. I do think you'll get your turn. I do think you're going to get a turn again at passion, desire, happiness. I do think you're going to get a turn again. I just think, like I've already said, you have to discover it. And you were probably the wiser if you let something not come towards you that was at a distance from you, or kept you at a distance. You were probably the wiser for that. I think that was a very smart lesson in your life that you had to fulfill, to recognize it was never going to provide the happiness that you were looking for. Eventually, you would have gotten your car and went in a different direction. I don't think it would have sustained at all anyway. It never would have made it that far. It would have just caused more heartache. It would have more heartache, stressed you out, and then you would have walked away. So the longer you stayed in it, the worse it would have been. Whoever that's for. Some of you, a lot of it has to do with lack of communicating, or somebody using their words more in perspective than their actions, and that's what fucked this up. Or there could have been a little bit more behind that. Some of you could have been like, they weren't telling you enough, or that they could have still been attached to somebody else. Because why the fuck would somebody not put their words and actions in like together towards you unless there's something else in the way? Just putting that out there. Doesn't have to be the scenario, but it could have been. Just putting it out there. This is what I have for everybody. I hope you guys all enjoyed these readings. Thank you, everybody that showed up or watched in the background. You all have a great day. I'll probably come back out maybe Friday. Yeah, I think Friday I'll come back. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you for your time and energy. I hope I didn't trigger or upset anybody. That's not the purpose here. And I get it. You know, not every message is going to resonate. You know, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But hey, that's how these messages are. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.